Welcome to Trojan Field in Beloit. It's the Kansas 8-man Division II All-Star Game. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jantz on Smoky Hills Public Television. Tell you what, Larry, this Division II game this afternoon is going to be fantastic. You're going to see some old-style gunslinging out there on the field today.
Yeah, when you got Coach John Wellman, the head coach at the East, and he's got Justin Cope as his assistant. All they did was just bring him, since he has 3 of those old B&B Falcons from 2-time defending 8-man champ in Division II. They're going to be passing the ball, left, right, and everything out of the pro set. The Twins left. It's just going to be, they're going to put the ball in there a lot of times. So there's a lot of deception, a lot of misdirection out of their offense. And you take Mark Coles, the head coach for the West, from Weston Coyotes country. He's going to try to have Gefeller, his own quarterback there for Sharon Springs, 3 kids from Sharon Springs on it, and 3 from the Weston Coyotes. So the 6 out of the 20 players on his roster just comes from that area. And so he's kind of having Kyle Gefeller, who was an excellent quarterback all the years, going to go to play at Bethany next year. But anyway, it'll just be a heck of a deal. Who can control the line of scrimmage could probably win that ball game.
You look at this field, a brand new turf here at Trojan Field, 7 weeks old. It's going to be fun. It's a beautiful turf. Should be fun for these kids to get out and run on.
Oh, yeah, and it's fantastic. You take Dustin Rottinghouse, the quarterback for the East. He was spot on, all the time. And, man, we watched practices yesterday, and he had some fantastic receivers. And I think for the most part, they called probably 95% of all the passes. He knows what he's doing, and the game plan will be to pass that ball all around, keep them totally mixed up. So that's going to be on defense. How do they read the keys, and can they stay home? Can they play position defense? That'll be a big key for the West, I think.
These kids haven't played football competitively since, some of them November, some of them October. Is it hard for them to get back into game playing shape and be ready to go today?
Well, I don't know. They just had 1 week off from state track, and most of these kids were participants at their high schools in state track, and they're all good athletes. They're in shape. I don't think that'll be much of a factor. Once the first 2 or 3 plays and they hit and you get a little punch them in the mouth type thing, I think they'll be okay. They'll settle in and play good ball.
I tell you what, football in June, you can't beat it. It's the Kansas 8-man Division II All-Star Game here on Smoky Hills Public Television. We'll have more from Trojan Field in Beloit right after this.
Production of the pregame of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Cross Manufacturing of Hayes, supporting all local athletics.
Mitchell County Hospital Health Systems in Beloit, providing health care for North Central Kansas. Proud sponsor of the 8-man All-Star Football Game.
Welcome back to Trojan Stadium in Beloit. It's the Division II Kansas 8-man All-Star Game. We're now joined by the head coach of the West Squad, Mark Coles. And Coach, big game, fun game. You guys have to be excited.
Oh, absolutely. Great opportunity for the boys to play. For many of them, it'll be the last time they play football. So great opportunity for them, and just what a great day for football.
Did you impress that upon them? That, hey, some of you guys, this is going to be the last time. Go out and lay everything on the line.
Not really. I think the ones that know that, and and they're all football players, and they've all prepared. They've all prepared for football games, so they know what they need to do to get themselves ready. So it hasn't really been that kind of mood.
When you look at the East squad, you look across and you see some state champions over there with B&B. You got Rottinghouse and you got a couple of receivers. They're going to throw the football. How do you prepare and not necessarily stop it, but limit the big plays?
Yeah, they're big. They got big receivers. They got a big quarterback and a lot of success coming from that side of the ball. We spent time learning, trying to line up right, and we just feel like that if we can get them lined up, get them in the right positions, then they're all stars. So their ability is going to take over, and then they just become football players, and from there they just have to make plays.
Coach, good luck today.
Thank you, Jeremy.
That's head coach Mark Coles from Weston, the head coach of the Division II West squad. When we come back, we'll have more from Beloit on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the pregame of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Cross Manufacturing of Hayes, supporting all local athletics.
Mitchell County Hospital Health Systems in Beloit, providing health care for North Central Kansas. Proud sponsor of the 8-man All-Star football game.
Welcome back to Beloit. We're now joined by the head coach of the Division I East squad, the head coach from Chase, John Wellman. And Coach, tell you what, an exciting time. Talk about this week and how fun it's been for you and your team.
Oh, we've just had a blast. You know, these kids are great group of kids. We've got along, gelled so well right from the get-go, picked things up so quickly. I have no complaints at all about our group. I'm just really excited to see us come out and execute now today on all the things we worked so hard on all week. You know, key's going to be controlling the line of scrimmage, I think, just like always in football, and limiting big plays and just execution. So we're excited. We're ready to go. We're ready to hit another team besides yourselves. So.
Does that get a little tiring during the week when you're hitting your teammates over and over and over again? You're maybe get a little restless. Is it exciting to be able to see a different color of jersey across the way?
For sure, yeah. They get tired. And, you know, we're also not hitting each other full on because, you know, a game like this, you don't want to get anyone hurt where they can't play. So it's maybe a little lighter contact than your normal practice would be, but we did hit each other every practice. So they're definitely ready to face this other team here now.
What should they expect to see out of you guys on offense today?
Well, hopefully we'll be pretty balanced. You know, a lot of people look at B&B's offense and think they just throw the ball all over the field, and that's not necessarily the case. They use the short passing game quite a bit, little dink and dunk action, some screens. We want to be able to run the ball, and we're not sure if we're going to be able to do that or not. They have a pretty good defensive line. Their nose guard and one of their ends are really good, so if we're dropping back passing every down, it's not because we want to, it's because we're not having success running the ball. So,
Coach, good luck today. Have some fun with it.
All right, thank you very much.
That's the head coach of the Division II East squad, John Wellman. When we come back, we'll have more from Beloit on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the pregame of the 8-man Division II All-Star football game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Cross Manufacturing of Hayes, supporting all local athletics.
Mitchell County Hospital Health Systems in Beloit, providing health care for North Central Kansas. Proud sponsor of the 8-man All-Star football game.
And now for the introductions. From the east side, in gold, number 2, Kent Bruna. Coached by Matt Hoyer, parents Mark and Joni Bruna. From the west side, in green, number 2, Kyle Gefeller, coached by Kevin Ayers. Parents Dennis and Jana Gefeller. From the east side, wearing 3, White City High School, coached by John Keating, Sam Morgan. Coached by Steve and Nancy Morgan. From the west side. In number 4, from St. John's Beloit High School, Connor Eilert. Coached by Keith Kersine, parents Brad and Vicky Eilert. From the east side, number 7, from Chitopa High School, Austin Sanders. Coached by Sean Price, parents Craig and Becky Sanders. From the west side, in 6, from Natoma High School, coached by Aaron Hamburg, Jackson Stoll Myers. Parents are Mr. Chris Myers and Mrs. Allie Williams. And on the east side, number 12, Kyle Comstock from Tescott High School, coached by Damon Walker. Parents are Jeff and Nan Brumbaugh and Sean Comstock. And on the west side, number 10, from Dighton High School, Isaac Allenor, coached by Ken Sim and Chris Fulmer. Parents Melvin and Heather Willems. And in the gold on the east side, from Baileyville B&B, number 16, Dustin Rottinghaus, coached by Justin Cope. Parents are Tim and Jane Rottinghaus. From the west side, number 11, from Weston High School, Hayden Walker, coached by Mark Coles. Parents Bryce and Tracy Walker. From the east side, number 20, Brandon Gentleman from Hanover High School, coached by Matt Hoyer. Parents Ron and Lori Gentleman. from the west side. Number 14, Brett Pinkerton from Logan High School, coached by Dustin Patty. Parents are Rob and Lisa Pinkerton. From the east side, number 22, Ryan Perkins, Southern Cloud High School, coached by Tyler Williams. Parents are Roger and Jolana Perkins. In the west side, number 17, Colt Urban from Otis Bison High School, coached by Travis Starr. Parents Ken and Melanie Urban. From the east side, number 31, Blake Dieters, Baileyville B&B High School, coached by Justin Cope. Parents Tim and Nancy Dieters. In the west, number 20, Seth Smith from Tri-Plains USD 275, coached by Tony Strommel. Parents Dan and Ruth Smith. On the east side, number 34, from White City High School, Terrence Egger, coached by John Keating. Parents Jay and Tara Egger. On the west side, from Fowler High School, in number 23, Ty Clark, coached by Matt Bell. Parents Steve and Kelly Clark, Brian and Pam Brungart. On the east side, number 40, Tristan Paulson from Stratford High School, coached by Jeff Lowther. Parents Chris and Ken Paulson. On the west side, number 27, Callahan Grund from Wallace County High School, coached by Kevin Ayers. Parents Jerry and Chris Ann Grund. On the east side, number 42, Lucas Adams, Frankfort High School, coached by Gary Kroschauer. Parents Tom and Vicki Adams. And on the west side, from Northern Valley, number 28, Jordan Baird, coached by Chuck Fessenden. Parents Shane and Kirsten Baird. On the east side, number 44, Cameron Haug, Baileyville B&B, coached by Justin Cope. Parents Martin and Stacy Haug. On the west side, number 29, Marcus Denham, Wilson High School, coached by Tony Brooks. Parents Brett and Wendy Denham. And on the east side, number 45, Austin Bailey from Waverly High School, coached by Mike Hevel. Parents Nick and Cassie Bailey, Barry and Amy Kistner. And on the west side, in green, number 32, Luke Eilert, Beloit St. John's, coached by Keith Kersine. Parents Doug and Beth Eilert. On the east side, number 47, Derek Porting from Axtell High School, coached by Eric Detweiler. Parents Jeff and Chris Porting. Number 33 from the west, Benjamin Spear from Dighton High School, coached by Ken Simon. Parents Dean and Amy Spear. On the east side, number 55, Dustin Davidson from Hope High School, coached by Jeff Hostetter. Parents Dale and Evan Davidson. On the west side, number 40, Tyler Compton from Weston High School, coached by Mark Cowles. Parents Brad and Lisa Compton. And in the east, number 60, Bryce Riddle, Chitopa High School, coached by Sean Price. Parents Joel and Kim Riddle. And on the west, number 45, from Victoria High School, Nathan Kuhn, coached by Doug Overly. The parents, Leon and Colleen Kuhl. And on the east, number 71, Peyton Heinen from Axtell High School, coached by Eric Detweiler. Parents, Derek and Rhonda Heinen. On the west, number 58, Dalton Walker, Wallace County High School, coached by Kevin Ayers. Parents, Dow and Lisa Walker. On the east, Eli Carino, number 77, South Barber High School, coached by Tim Rector. Denise and Nancy Blake are his guardians. And on the west, Trenton Kloss, number 65, Victoria High School, coached by Doug Oberly. Parents Terry and Peggy Klopp. On the east, Brian Hebert, number 79, Gossel High School, coached by Garrett Hebert. Parents Linnell and Vicky Hebert. And on the west, number 66, Weston High School, Leighton Miller, coached by Mark Cowles. Parents Jeff and Brenda Miller. And on the east side, number 84, from Southern Cloud, Lance Heller, coached by Tyler Williams. Parents Kevin and June Peterson. And on the west side, number 70, Northern Valley, coached by Chuck Fessenden, Ian Vincent. Parents Paul and Tammy Vincent.
And those are our rosters for the Division II East and West All-Stars. We'll have more from Trojan Stadium in Beloit when we come back on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the pregame of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Cross Manufacturing of Hayes, supporting all local athletics.
Mitchell County Hospital Health Systems in Beloit, providing health care for North Central Kansas. Proud sponsor of the 8-man All-Star Football Game.
Welcome back to Trojan Field in Beloit. We're about ready to kick off the Division II Kansas 8-man All-Star Game. Have the East and the West doing battle. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jansen. Larry, I don't know if we could ask for much better weather. The rain is held off, the sun is shining, and we got some breeze blowing through. A perfect day for about anything, including football.
Just a very light breeze, maybe out of the west or something. The flags at the top of the goalposts are just barely kind of blowing outward a little bit. And the American flag is kind of a little north to south type wind, isn't it? So just not much, but it's like you said, incredible weather, Jeremy.
You come to this ball game, these kids have been practicing all week, a couple of times a day, and they get to this point to where it's time to play football, and I think instincts kick in, and then they're ready to fire come kickoff here in a couple minutes.
Absolutely, and you got the best from the West and the best from the East all hitting here, and they've had less than about a week practice and trying to synchronize everything, your special teams, the defense, the kicking team, receiving team, all those things. And so it's made it a little easier for some of them. Like, the East team said, hey, they got 3 teams from the Division II Championship, the B&B Falcons on their team. So Coach Cope, he's the offensive coordinator, so he's quarterback, 2 wide receivers. So that's pretty smart.
Yeah, that's a pretty salty group to have on board as the two teams meet out in the middle. The East squad is going to be the yellow. West squad is going to be the green.
Here's his tail. There's his head. What's your call? Tails is a call. It is a tail. West, you've won the toss. You can kick, receive, defend, or defer. You wish to defer, kick, receive, or defend a goal. You want the ball, which end? You want to kick that way? Okay, gentlemen, if you would, put your backs to those goals.
So the West has won the toss. They deferred to the second half. The East will receive the football and move from our right to our left wearing the yellow jerseys. So let's take a quick look at your starting lineups for the East All-Stars. First on the offensive line from South Barber, number 77, Eli Carino. The guards, one from Hanover, 20, Brandon Juneman, and number 60, Bryce Riddle from Chetopa. The ends are 44, Cameron Haug, and 31, Blake Dieters, both from Baileyville B&B. The quarterback, Dustin Rottinghouse from B&B as well. And your running backs today, Kyle Comstock, number 12 from Tescott, and Lucas Adams, number 42 from Frankfurt. Starting defense for the Division II West squad, the nose guard, 58, Dalton Walker from Wallace County. The defensive ends, 33, Benjamin Spear from Dighton, and 66, Leighton Miller from Weston. Your linebacking core, 23, Ty Clark from Fowler. 4, Connor Eilert from right here is St. John's Tipton. Your cornerbacks, Brett Pinkerton, number 14 from Logan. Jackson Stoll-Myers, number 6 from Natoma. And your safety is number 27, Callahan Grun from Wallace County. So we're set and ready to go. Ryan Perkins from Southern Cloud back deep for the East squad. and the West squad's ready to tee this thing up, and we are just about set and ready to go for footballs. They're going to let that clock wind down all the way to 0 so they can reset it at 12. And Larry, how important is it for an early start for these kids today to be able to start off successfully early?
Oh, there'll always be like some nerves here at the beginning until you get first 2 or 3 maybe hits out of the way. Maybe it takes one series at the most of them, but you're going to have the East team with Dustin Rodinghouse at the calling the signals, and he's been awesome in the last couple of years or past. At least for Bailey Bell, he's led them 2-time Division II championship games back to back, and he'd be out there, so he'll be calling the signals. And man, he was sharp in practice, wasn't he?
And they have a little bit of advantage. You talked about with Rodinghouse at quarterback. Justin Cope is the offensive coordinator. The ends, Cameron Haug and Blake Dieters. That gives them, I think, a huge advantage, being able to have their offense, know where it's supposed to go, and being able to have coaches on the field.
And coming into camp, they already knew what it was going to be. So, have a short 4 or 5 days practice at the max. That worked out very well for them.
So we are set and ready to go. Again, Perkins is back deep. They're setting the ball on the tee, and it will be booted away by Kyle Gefeller from Wallace County. He puts the ball on the tee. We're set. We're ready. And the whistle's blown, and we're ready for the start of the Division II All-Star game. Kick is in the air, and that baby ain't coming back.
We're going to have a first at the 15-yard line. A little touchback, huh? Start the game.
First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Again, offensively, the line, Juneman, Carino, and Riddle. Haug and Dieters are the ends. Rodinghouse, the quarterback. Comstock and Adams are in the backfield for Division II East squad, and they want to be able to run and throw the football. But that D2 West defensive line will be awfully tough to get through.
The West is in their 3-2 defense, bringing them up.
There's a snap, and there's a throw from Rodinghouse. Looking, has his man, complete all the way up to the 38-yard line. Over there on the far side was Austin Sanders from Chetopa on the receiving end, and a first down and a pickup of 23 yards.
Well, they started that game off like we thought they might be. Austin Sanders had 71 receptions for 1,204 yards and 24 touchdowns this time, and he just caught a good snag by Dustin Rodinghouse.
Well, like you said, we figured they'd be throwing the ball, and guess what they are? And Sanders getting the starting nod right now as they'll go with one back. There's a pitch back. The young man from Frankfort, a big run near a first down. Lucas Adams gets inside West territory. He is down to the 32-yard line and a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And Lucas Adams hitting all 8 cylinders that time, 6 foot, 175-pounder. He had 88 carries for 704 yards and 8 touchdowns this year for Frankfort.
So Adams and Sanders are in the backfield now. Offset I formation. There's a give right up the middle. There he goes, and a saving tackle by number 23 from Fowler.
Ty Clark or Adams.
But Ty Clark on the tackle.
Lucas Adams did a great job there. A little cutback against the seam and nice yards gain. Good 6, huh? 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4 after the pickup of 6 from Adams. 2 carries, 16 yards. Now they'll split everybody out. Rodinghouse is going to throw it. Looks, throws it out in the flat. Sanders makes the catch. He has the first down, brought down over there on the far side by Brett Pinkerton from Logan. But that is going to be a pickup of 9 yards and a first down.
And on defense, last time they went over the top to him, so this time he had to protect that in case he had the long pass, and this time they just button hooked and he's wide open, had no defense within about 10 yards of him. So great passing catch by Rodinghouse to Sanders.
First down and 10. The ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Rodinghouse is going to give it right up the middle. Adams moving quickly. He's going to be brought down on the play by Marcus Denham from Wilson in on the tackle. That'll pick up a 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Denham from the Wilson Dragon had 103 tackles for the year, 3 fumble recoveries, plays defensive end for the West team.
Dalton Walker from Wallace County anchoring down the middle at the nose guard position. Trips to the top side. Rottinghouse to throw under a little bit of pressure. Breaks free of that pressure. Looking, steps back, throws across the field, and it's caught for the touchdown. Lucas Adams comes back, and an 18-yard strike is good for the score.
And that shows you the arm strength of Dustin Rottinghouse, because that's across the grand, across the field, and he threw a bullet. And old Lucas Adams caught that in there, and it just barely had his feet about 2 yards in the end zone, and touchdown. And it didn't take them long with 9:45 to go in the first quarter. They're up 6-0. Here comes a 2-point attempt.
So Lucas Adams make that a 14-yard touchdown catch. Rottinghouse to throw, looking into the corner of the end zone, looking for his teammate Dieters. It's incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is no good. But the East squad strikes first as they drive down. They go 65 yards, and then this strike across the body into the end zone for Lucas Adams, and it is 6-0 in a quick start, as it only took the East squad 2 minutes and 15 seconds, Larry, to drive 65 yards.
That's exactly what we thought it might happen, because the arm strength of Dustin is just incredible. He's been at it a while. That boy knows how to throw it. Of course, he only had passing this year 2,666 yards in the regular season. That's 157 out of 281 attempts, 46 touchdowns by the pass, and only 6 interceptions. Incredible, that young man.
How important is it for the West squad to be able to come back and answer right away?
Extremely important. Extremely important. And they wanted to play sound, fundamental defense. They wanted to rush the passer. They wanted to create some pressure. They wanted to make correct adjustments to any formations, be sound on the back end of the defense, and that wasn't quite the case in the first series, at least.
Jordan Baird back deep. Heinen will put it on the tee to kick it away. Ball is in the air. It's high, and that is into the end zone, so it will be an automatic touchback. And the West will start offensively at their own 15-yard line. Looking at the starters for the West on the offensive line, the center is Seth Smith from Tri-Plains Brewster. The guards, Ian Vincent from Northern Valley, Trenton Klaus from Victoria. The end is Luke Eilert from St. John's Tipton. The fullback, Tyler Compton from Weskin. Running back Jordan Baird, Northern Valley. The other end, Hayden Walker, Weskin, and the quarterback, Kyle Gefeller from Wallace County. I have your defensive starters after this play. Man in motion, it's Denham in there. There's going to be Gefeller on the keeper, and he's going to pick up one up to the 16-yard line. Defensively, the nose guard, Tristan Paulson from Stafford. Defensive end, Dustin Davidson from Hope, and Peyton Heinen from Axtell. Your linebackers, Austin Bailey from Waverly, Derek Porting from Axtell. Safety is Ryan Perkins and Kent Bruna. Perkins from Southern Cloud, Bruna from Hanover. Man in motion, back to pass. It's going to be a screen, and it is nearly intercepted. Dustin Davidson from Hope tipped that ball and nearly came away with the interception. It is 3rd and long.
Great job by Dustin breaking up that pass, a little screen pass up the middle, and he caught wind of that. He had 118 tackles this year for the Hope Lions, 6'1", 160-pounder, and he jumped up and deflected that pass. So it's 3rd down and about 8.
Terrence Egger from White City also on that linebacking core for the East. Back to pass Gefeller. He's going to throw it up the field. Eilert's out there. He's got it.
Great job.
He's on his way. Eilert's going to score. The hometown boy into the end zone for the touchdown for the West squad. That goes 63 yards, and we're tied at 6 points apiece.
And now here we go. What a great job. A great spiral, a great throw by Kyle Gefeller. Right on target. And, of course, Luke showed his height. 6'4", 200-pounders. Number 32 snared that pass and broke that tackle and went on the end zone.
Well, we figured that we were going to have a few more points on the board here in the Division II game. So far, it's living up to its billing. Gefeller's going to go under center as they try to take the lead. Behind him is Paulson. Back to pass Gefeller. Under pressure, breaks free, dumps it in.
Great job.
Oh,
Isaac
great
Galador
job.
from Dighton's right there to bring it in. And the West squad has taken the lead. It is 8-6, and boy, howdy, what a little bit of fireworks in the early going.
Well, it just shows you when you can break a couple tackles in 8-man, there's not that many left. So then he runs up the line, and of course your cornerback. Do I come up and take the quarterback, or do I?
And there he is. Eilert breaks free and into the end zone. A pretty good feeling right in front of your hometown fans from St. John's Tipton right here in Beloit, and just caught a touchdown a little bit further north than where he usually does. Meaning they play on the south end of town, the high school plays on the north end.
Yeah, I understand. And they're called the Blue Jays, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
There's nothing wrong with the Blue Jays. Because I was a Blue Jay once at that time, but not at the same school, you understand.
So it'll be a kickoff. We'll be ready to go. We've played 3 minutes. We have 14 points on the board.
How about that, sports fans? And Gefeller's going to try to kick it out of the end zone again. He just threw a nice strike, a nice pass, and then he got the 2-point extra point. He's done everything so far.
Can't say as I blame him.
Nah, he's headed for the Bethany Swedes.
Keep it away
next
from
year. Uh-oh, that's
There's
returnable.
a short one. Perkins has it at the 5. Comes up near side, looking for some room, has it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 30 up to the 34-yard line. So great field position for the East squad. They'll start first down and 10 at their own. They'll mark it back to the 32-yard line. So,
and that was Luke Eilert that stopped him from maybe making a touchdown. He's had 126 tackles all year. 6'4", 200-pounder. Luke Eilert, a first cousin to the other Eilert, Connor Eilert, excuse me.
First down and 10. Roddinghouse to throw it. Over the middle, has Haug. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle. First down into West territory at the 34-yard line. A pickup of 14 yards and a first down.
Good for East side.
Haug right there, nice delivery from Roddinghouse.
And you're not just going to tap his shoulder and bring that kid down.
Callahan Grun from Wallace County in on the tackle. First and 10 from the 34. Dieter's in motion. A little counter action. Adams has it, holding on to the football. He's brought down. Leighton Miller in on the tackle. A pickup of 1 on the play. Second down and 9.
And Connor Eilert was in on it also. Connor Eilert, of course, from Beloit St. John's. 165 tackles all year, 1 fumble recovered. Playing linebacker today.
Second and 9, the ball at the 33-yard line. Trips to the top side. Haug, Sanders, Adams. The throw, he had Sanders on a skinny post and couldn't hit him. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Let him just a little too far. 3rd and 9.
And that was open.
Yeah, he
Sanders could have ran for a while if he'd brought that one in.
He just let him a little bit too far, and that's kind of a rare mistake for Dustin. He don't make very many of them.
And that's a timing play, too. And if you only have a week to run it, the timing's not always going to be there. Receiver-wise or quarterback-wise. 3rd and 9, Roddinghouse to throw. Throws out in the flat. Sanders makes this catch. He's ripped down by Connor Eilert on the far side.
7 tackles, number 7.
Down to the 29-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5. Pick up a 4 on the play. Big play coming up. So far, Roddinghouse 5 out of 6 for 64 yards. Back to throw, Roddinghouse to throw it. Floats it out there and sails it way over the head of Blake Dieter's incomplete. And Roddinghouse very unhappy with himself as there's a turnover on downs, and that brings out the West team with 7:16 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, he just overthrew him. I didn't look at the form to see if he's throwing off the back foot or something, but it sailed clear over his head. Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain couldn't even caught that ball.
First down and 10. Gefeller, who struck for 63 yards to Luke Eilert a moment ago. There's a dump out in the flat. It's caught by Baird. He's quick. He's elusive down the sideline and pushed out of bounds by Perkins as he crosses the 40. And they're going to mark him down at the 34-yard line.
That's a great job. Great job, great catch by Jordan Baird from Northern Valley Husky Country. 138 carries this year, 935 yards, 13 touchdowns, and received the ball 16 carries, 16 caroms for 331 yards and 5 touchdowns. He showed you why. Northern Valley Husky.
Under center, Gefeller. He's going to throw another one, little post pattern that's dropped. Intended receiver was Hayden Walker from Wescott.
Little tight end from Weston Coyote Country, 6'2", 175-pounder. Played quarterback for the Coyotes, but today playing tight end. Being very versatile, these good athletes. Of course, at Weston, he was 44 out of 101 for 565 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And he rushed the ball 122 times for 623 yards and 17 touchdowns. But here we go, 2nd and 10, Jeremy.
Ball at the 35-yard line. After the turnover on downs, big run by Baird. They're going to throw it over the middle again, incomplete. And Derek Porting wishes he had that one back. The 185-pounder from Axtell had it right in his mug and dropped it. Luke Eilert turned one way. Kyle Gefeller's pass went the other.
That's kind of like a zig and a zag, huh? Went the wrong way, or like a pinball machine. Bingo, bango, bongo. Just went the wrong direction. Mess up somewhere, huh? And that'll happen, like when you mentioned earlier, Jeremy, when you only have less than a week to practice.
3rd down and 10. So the offense has stalled just a little bit after picking up an early first down in this drive. Gefeller's going to throw it, has time, fakes one out in the flats. Now he's going to run with it, and he's going to be hit and dropped. He'll pick up 5 yards on the play. Perkins and Porting there. Also coming in to make the tackle was Austin Bailey from Waverly. Brings up 4th down and 5.
About 6 out of the 8 players converged on him, and they finally corralled old Kyle Gefeller for about a 5-yard gain, as you mentioned. 4th down and 5.
8-6. West Squad on top. Our score brought to you by Dryling Pump and Supply Incorporated. 4th down, they're going to go for it, it looks like.
Play action pass, I would expect.
Paulson is the fullback, and we have a flag, our first flag of the day. It's going to be a false start, a 5-yarder against the West. That's a big one. Instead of 4th and 5, now it's 4th and 10, and more than likely will bring about a punting situation. We'll see what Mark Coles, from head coach for the West squad, will decide to do. It looks like we are going to see a punt.
Yeah, he brought in his punt team. I think he wants to kind of try to punt the ball out of bounds, don't you suppose? Try to get it within inside the 10-yard line.
Perkins from Southern Cloud will go back to receive the kick from Gefeller. It's a high end-over-ender, and that's going to land well out of bounds. And we'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the East squad. They'll take over at the 11-yard line.
On July 6th at 3 p.m.
Well, fireworks in the first 2 possessions for both teams. Last 2 ended up in a turnover on downs and then a punt. So the defense is settling in.
That's right.
Playing some football.
They've had 1 series to adjust to each other, and so far each team did a good job of it. So now let's see what they do here. 3rd series for the East.
Rottinghouse is going to throw it. Now he's going to option it to the left side. Adams on the carry, and he's going to get whistled. There's going to be a flag over on the far side. I think Marcus Denham's going to get tagged for a personal foul, dead ball personal foul. That's going to be 15 and a first down. So a pickup of 1 on the play for Adams. And then a 15-yard penalty against the West squad, and Marcus Denham's going to come off the field.
That's not going to make Coach Mark Coles very happy.
Or Keith Kreslin, assistant coach, or Chuck Feston for that matter. The brain trust of the West squad.
Yeah, Keith Christine coached his team to the sub-state and was outdone by Kevin Ayers and the Wallace County Wildcats. Adams in motion. Boy, Ruttinghouse wasn't ready for that snap. He takes it anyway, trying to make something out of it in the completion right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Coming up to make the hit was Pinkerton from Logan. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
But that was a great catch there, wasn't it? By Lucas Adams, hang on to it from old Frankfort.
It was a heck of a play by Rottinghouse.
Yeah, it was.
Fumble that fall off his face mask. 2nd down and 10. Rottinghouse looking, has time to throw, pump fakes, throws it, intended for Dieters, incomplete. It will bring up 3rd down and 10. Third down and 10. You never know who's going to get a hold of a football on the sideline. 3rd and 10, the West trying to get another stop. The East wants to keep this thing going. Rottinghouse will be in the shotgun. Lucas Adams from Frankfort right next to him. There's the snap. Play action. Rottinghouse steps up, looks, throws, has a man open. It's Dieters. He's inside the 20, the 10, touchdown.
That's what the scrambling ability of Dustin Rottinghouse does.
And that one's going to go. It's a big one. That goes 52 yards for the score, 53 yards, and it is 12-8 in favor of the East squad.
Incredible scrambling ability there by Dustin. You almost thought he's trapped. Looks like the West did a great job. He gets through that there, and before he crosses the line of scrimmage, who did I find open? But old Dustin Dieters down there. My old teammate from B&B Falcon Country. I mean Blake Dieters. I apologize.
Blake Dieters on the receiving end, 53 yards out, and now we're going to have a timeout called by the East squad. We'll take it with you. 4:35 to go, first quarter. 12-8 East. We're back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Baileyville State Bank of Seneca, proud supporters of the Baileyville B&B Falcon Athletics.
Coombs Incorporated.
Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team.
4:35 to go, first quarter, 12-8. The Division II East All-Stars on top following the 53-yard touchdown pass from Dustin Rottinghouse to Blake Dieters with 4:35 to go in the first quarter. Took a timeout before the two-point conversion attempt. They want to make sure they get this thing in the end zone and extend that lead to 6. Rottinghouse to throw under some pressure. He's going to step up. He's going to run it, and he is in for the two-point conversion. So 14-8 following the two-point conversion run from Dustin Rottinghouse. He has 2 touchdown passes so far in the ball game, thrown for 117 first quarter yards. And look at him deliver right here as he is about ready to get crunched. Threw it up the field, and wide open was Dieters. He made the catch, and it was no contest all the way to the end zone. And right now, a 14-8 lead, and a nice answer for the East All-Stars. Now the West has their turn out on the field.
Does a great job by Blake. Great catch. He just waited on the ball, and Dustin got to him. But, hey, it has to be a scrambling ability. Scrambling ability by Dustin Rottinghouse on the extra point attempt as well as the passing that made all that happen. It's just tough to contain defense that long at a time.
He created something for sure. And so now here comes the kick from Heinen from Axtell. Again, Baird back deep. He will not have a chance to return this one as that is over his head and through the back of the end zone. And it will be first down and 10 for the West All-Stars at their own 15-yard line. Have a little ways to go, 65 yards.
Old Peyton Heinen, 6'6", 235-pounder from Axtell. Kicked that ball out of sight. Or close to out of sight.
A lot of stuff happens and there's 4:35 left.
First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Feller's going to throw it. Has some time, airs it out. Baird's out there, and it's knocked away.
Oh, he
and
got
a flag.
He
might, when Perkins swung his arm, he might have caught the head of Jordan Baird. I'm not sure. No, they're going to call pass interference.
He got to.
Might have grabbed the hold of him or something. I'm not sure what it was, but regardless, it's going to be a first down for the West All-Stars.
And when you start doing the stats at for this here football game, you look at that Ryan Perkins from Southern Cloud, 6 foot 170 pounder, 175 tackles for the year. That's almost unbelievable. And 2 interceptions, and he was trying to get one right there, or at least knock it down. So, but in this time, got a pass interception call. There we go.
There's a pitch to Allenor from Dighton, and he is taken down. Peyton Heinen from Axtell in on the tackle. And it's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. It'll bring up second down and 11.
Isaac Allenor had a great time for the Dighton Hornets. Dighton Hornets, 31 receptions and 469 yards and 4 touchdowns. But he carried the ball 186 times for 1,359 yards and 20 touchdowns for the Dighton Hornets. But that time, lost a yard.
Second and 11. Paulson, the only man in the backfield. There's going to be a pass the other way, looking for Eilert. He has another one.
Oh,
there he goes again! Eilert into the end zone for the touchdown. Wow, 51 yards for another score, and we are tied at 14.
I think they're going for the height. I think they're just going because 6 foot is Ryan Perkins. And Mr. Luke Eilert, 6'4", with great jumping ability. That was the difference.
Wow. 61-yard touchdown, or 51-yard touchdown.
And a kick extra point, buddy.
Kick the extra point. Gefeller's out to kick it. Walker will hold it. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good.
Hello.
Well, Gefeller adds the extra point, and with 3:39 to go in the first quarter, it is 15-14 in favor of the West squad. And boy, Luke Eilert does it again as Kyle Gefeller just throws up a jump ball, and Eilert went up and got it. And Perkins is probably getting a little frustrated having to cover the big man on his own out there.
Well, you can't, of course, there's on that Class 1A Division II state championship game. He showed his efforts on the basketball floor, and he just showed you what he can do out on the gridiron. He can catch that ball. He can jump. Great job by Mr. Eilert, number 32, 6'4", 200-pounder from Beloit, St. John, Beloit, Tipton Blue Jays.
Kyle Gefeller has completed 2 out of 5 passes for 2 touchdowns and 114 yards.
Pretty good stats, huh?
Not bad. Not a bad day at the office.
Now, he's already kicked one off clear out end zone. The next time he got a little bit too much under it, and they run it back a little bit. So let's see what happens this time.
And it is Perkins back deep. He stands at the goal line. Had a nice return his last time. Of course, Gefeller has to feel pretty good right now as his team has marched down the field twice. This one's not going to be returned. And it is through the back of the end zone. It will be first down and 10 for the East All-Stars at their own 15-yard line. And Rottinghouse and company will come back out on the field. And You know what? The last team to have the football might very well be the team that wins this ball game the way this thing has been going.
I was thinking that just a while ago myself, the way this is seesawing back and forth.
15-14. Our score brought to you by Dryling Pump and Supply Inc. 1st and 10 from the 15. Rottinghouse dries out the hands. Sanders in motion. He'll get the carry. He's going nowhere. Denham right there. That's what you want to do as a defensive end. You want to punch the offensive lineman back in the backfield, keep your outside arm free, and keep contained. And Denham did that.
Did a great
loss
job.
Of 3 on the carry from Sanders.
Textbook form on that with Marcus Denham. The Wilson Dragon Country, 6'1", 210-pounder, had 103 tackles for the year, 3 fumble recoveries for the Dragons.
2nd down and 13. Rottinghouse to throw, looking out in the flat, comes back this way to Dieters.
Oh,
He's
great cut,
hit,
6.
And he is going to be dropped coming in to make the tackle.
Mr. Myers.
Was Jackson Stolmeyers from Natoma.
Absolutely. 5'11", 168-pounder from the Natoma Tigers. 43 tackles for the year, 3 interceptions, fumble recovery. Great job by the cornerback for the West All-Stars.
A loss of a yard on the play, 3rd and 14.
That's a great job by Dustin Rottinghouse. So that time he kind of faked his right and threw back to left, but hello, Mr. Myers is all over it.
Twins both ways, kind of stacked up on top of each other. Rottinghouse to throw, pump fakes. He's going to go deep. Has Haug out there, just over his head, incomplete. Out there on the coverage was Ty Clark from Fowler, and that will bring up 4th and 14. And a punting situation, I would think, for the East All-Stars, and they will punt the football away, and Rottinghouse will be back deep to punt it.
That's a great job by Ty Clark on that there, and that's the biggest surprise leader all week for Coach Mark Coles. He says Ty Clark and Dalton Walker been the most solid all year long.
Perkins will go back to punt the football away. Jackson Stolmeyers will go back deep for Natoma. He stands inside his own 30-yard line. Perkins a yard deep in the end zone. Snap is good. The kick is away.
A little higher.
It's short and it's high. Got to be careful. And it is going to roll, and it will be down by Adams at the 33-yard line. So good field position. They'll mark it at the 34. 1st down and 10 for the West All-Stars, leading by a score of 15-14.
For some folks, it might be a little surprise at this stage of the game, knowing just because of the defending Division II champs, the Falcons, had some of the 3 top guns on their team here in this game. So it's a great job by the West.
1st and 10, 34-yard line. Gefeller throws it out in the flat, catch is made, looking for some running room, and diving out ahead is Hayden Walker. He's going to pick up 5 on 1st down at 2nd and 5.
Of course, his head coach for the West was his coach in high school at the Westkin Coyotes. So Mark Coles, Hayden Walker, 6'2", 175-pounder. He played quarterback for them boys, Coyotes, during the year. 41 catches out of 101 attempts, 565 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions.
2nd down and 5. Timeout's going to be called. We'll take it with you. 1:30 to go, 1st quarter. 15-14, West on top. We're back after this timeout on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Northwest Kansas Pizza Huts, located in Norton, Oberlin, Plainville, Waukegan, Hill City, Stockton, Atwood, St. Francis, Smith Center, Ellsworth, Hoisington, Lincoln, Osborne, Goodland, Colby, and Oakley support our area high school athletes. Coombs Incorporated, Southwind Bank, Natoma and Russell, Robin Insurance, Victoria, Gorham State Bank, Victoria and Gorham.
Baileyville State Bank of Seneca, proud supporters of the Baileyville B&B Falcon Athletics.
1:30 to go, 1st quarter. The West All-Stars with a 15-14 lead here at Trojan Field in Beloit. They are Boy, they have a beautiful facility here in Beloit. Great setting for high school football.
And it's only about 7 weeks since they put in a brand new sod turf, a little combination of bluegrass and fescue, but it's holding up well so far. Here we go.
Gefeller is going to throw it again. He's looking, has a man out there, and the catch is made by Clark. First down inside the 30, brought down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Ty Clark did show good old Fowler Gold Bug and showed you a lot of his athletic ability.
A beautiful catch by Clark.
Yes, it was.
He went up high to get that one and then brought it in. First down and 10 from the 29.
Had 56 receptions this year for 909 yards and 20 touchdowns for them Fowler Gold Bugs.
And now we have a penalty, illegal substitution.
Yep.
Called on the West.
Flags, illegal substitution called on the West side.
25 yards and penalties. So they mark that 5 off.
Yeah, the Zebras out there doing a great job. You got Jay Eck and Sean Creer, David Johnson, Byron Palin, and of course Mike Gingler. That's your Zebra convention crew today.
1st and 15. It's going to be an option. They go left side to Baird. Cuts inside traffic. He's going to be stacked up and brought down.
Option.
Now, if they get him out in space, he can scoot, but they got to get him out in space. So it's a great job by the East to contain him for just a short gain. Brings up what, 2nd and maybe 13.
Kent Brune in on the tackle, had a little help from Austin Bailey as well. So pick up of a couple on the play. It is 2nd and 15. Showing blitz, does Bailey. They throw it out in the flat. Catch is made, still on his feet. Look out! Inside the 25 and finally brought down at the 21-yard line. That is going to be a pickup of 11 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
That's a great effort by Hayden Walker just to catch that ball. Had to come back. It wasn't thrown that well. But it's a great job by catching him, and then, of course, a great job after he did snare it in. And then there you saw it right there. Great job. Hayden Walker.
And we'll see if the West guys decide to run another play. They're coming up to the line with 6 seconds. And I think Kyle Gefeller just saw the clock and said, okay, well, let's hold up. And that is the end of the first quarter. We are through 1 quarter of play at Trojan Field in Beloit. We have a good one. The West All-Stars on top 15-14 on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team.
Northwest Kansas Pizza Huts, located in Norton, Oberlin, Plainville, Waukeeny, Hill City, Stockton, Atwood, St. Francis, Smith Center, Ellsworth, Hoisington, Lincoln, Osborne, Goodland, Colby, and Oakley support our area high school athletes. Southwind Bank, Natoma and Russell. Robin Insurance, Victoria. Gorham State Bank in Victoria and Gorham.
Dreiling Pump and Supply, proudly serving central and western Kansas since 1998. Count on them for any and all of your oil field needs, whether it be service or supply. Dreiling Pump and Supply, located in Victoria. New name, same great service.
3rd down and 2 for the West All-Stars. They have the ball all the way down at the 19-yard line of the East All-Stars. Jeremy McGuire along with Larry Jantz. As we start the second quarter, it's a 15-14 lead for the West, and they are knocking on the door again, hoping to extend that lead. Third and 2. Allenor, right side, stacked up, leans in. He's going to be very close. Very close to the first down. It just depends on the spot. And I believe he has it by about the nose of the football, and he does. So Isaac Allenor, he took that first shot, Larry, stood up, and then was able to lean back and get the first down.
Yeah, great second effort by the Dighton Hornet to get that first down. Move the sticks by the Zebras.
and he is a big kid.
Yes,
205 pounds, stands 6'1". Baird in the backfield behind Gefeller. They're going to option it left. Gefeller keeps it, and a nice job by Austin Bailey to come up and trip him up. But still a nice pickup, a 3-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Absolutely. Good job.
Austin Bailey.
Eleanor will come in and replace Baird. Well, the East needs to bow their backs a bit here and keep the ball out of the end zone. And we're going to have another option left side. Eleanor on the carry, and boy, he was just that close to breaking one, and Cameron Haug on the tackle. That's going to be a pickup of 6 down to the 10-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 1.
Had some great lead blocks out there, like Luke Eilert. Some of them kind of kicked the guys out, and he just cut up underneath them. Oh, Eleanor did, and made some good yards there.
Third and 1. This time it is Tyler Compton. There's the quarterback keeper by Gefeller, and he picks up 2, and it's a 1st down. 11 yards so far on the ground for Kyle Gefeller. It's 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
45 on the tackle, Gefeller. It is 1st and goal for the West.
Seth Smith has done a good job at the center position. The 5'10", 225-pounder getting good snaps back to his fellow teammate. Back to pass again. Gefeller looking for a gap, and he is hit and dropped. Peyton Heinen peeled back and brought him down. And that's going to be no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal.
6'6", 235-pounder Peyton Heinen from Laxdale. He says, "You ain't going any further, Kyle." 28 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 1 fumble recovery by Peyton Heinen from the Laxdale team.
2nd and goal from the 9. Back to pass. There's a pattern for Walker. It's tipped. Caught! Touchdown! Hayden Walker brings it down, and the West squad is on the board again. It's 21-14 on the 9-yard connection from Kyle Gefeller.
And Kent Bruna, he tipped the ball, but all of a sudden in the right place from Hanover, 5'10", 170-pounder. In the right place, he thought, but tipped it, and look what I found.
That one goes from 9 yards out, and Rottinghouse is going to kick it again.
Yep, Gefeller snaps good. Hold,
That one's blocked. And no good. And the score remains 21-14. But a heck of a job by Hayden Walker on the receiving end as that ball was tipped and came into the hands of Walker. You see it right here, and as it is tipped, and Walker with the great concentration comes down for the touchdown, and 21-14. And the West is coming out punching the East in the face here in this ball game, Larry.
I'm not so sure a lot of people expected that. I mean, if he's on the West team, you'd hope for it, but I just think that everybody thought, hey, the East had so much firepower and it could score so quick and so easy, which they both really did the first 2 series for both teams. But kind of settled down here, and it's getting like whoever controls that line of scrimmage, and we're going to punch in the mouth. You still got 9 minutes and 16 seconds left to go before halftime. And the West, I think, surprisingly leads 21-14. And Mark Coles has got him playing fundamental sound defense right now. Of course,
Kyle Gefeller is 6 for 9, 151 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Pretty good stats for a whole game, and he's not even halftime yet.
I say not a bad line. 21-14 in favor of the West. They will kick it deep. Gefeller gets into that one. That is way deep.
And good field goal. Field goal.
Just short of the uprights.
Did it hit the
Or the
goalpost?
crossbar.
Did.
They'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. And now the East facing a 7-point deficit. And they're going to have to get back out on the field and play some football. This West team has come to play this afternoon. First and 10 from the 15. He'll spread it out. Adams the setback. Sanders in motion. Back to pass. There's a throw out in the flat. Catch is made by Haug. And he's up across the 20.
Just going back to some good old basics.
Brought down by Connor Eilert over the middle. And a pickup of 8 yards on the play.
Guy's got trips to his right. Sends him in motion.
2nd and 2, Comstock in motion. Throw out in the flat. Comstock makes the catch. He gets drilled into the ground. A nice tackle by Ty Clark, but Comstock is able to pick up 4 in the first down.
Good for east side.
And of course, some of the offensive keys was win the line of scrimmage for the East and execute the short passing game, which they did right then.
First down and 10. Rottinghouse to throw. Under a little bit of pressure. Gets away from the pressure. Gets hit. Still on his feet and is going to pick up something out of nothing. Gets up to the 30-yard line, so he picks up 2. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a great effort to keep a loss from happening and turned it into a short gain of about 2 yards. They hope to use some screens to slow the pass rush. And of course, execute the short passing game and win the line of scrimmage. That's what the East team strive to do today. That's your keys to victory.
2nd down and 8. Rottinghouse to look and throw again. Pump fakes, looking deep, has a man incomplete. Looking for Sanders. Good coverage on the far side by Callahan Grunt. It will bring up 3rd down and 8.
And he's had some Callahan Grun from Wallace County Wildcats has had some health issues this week. Didn't really practice much. And kind of a squeezy stomach and didn't play much until we saw even yesterday. So saving all his energy for today's game, huh?
And he's making it happen.
Yes, he is. So now you got 3rd and 8.
Rottinghouse to throw again. Has time, throws it
Plenty
out in
of
the
time.
flat. Catch made by Sanders. Looking to get a few extra yards. Out across the 40 to the 43, a pickup of 13 and a first down.
Number 14, Pinkerton. Good for east side.
And of course, the defensive keys for the West and is rush the passer, create some pressure, make correct adjustments to all the formations, and be sound on the backside of the defense.
Rottinghouse to throw again. This time he's
open.
going
He's
deep.
open.
Haug's out there and incomplete. Pinkerton got burnt, got caught looking in, but that pass just a little bit too far intended for Cameron Haug.
If he would have even caught it, he would have been out of bounds because I just a little bit off target.
2nd down and 10. Beautiful afternoon here in Beloit.
Absolutely. Gorgeous day.
Had a few rain showers early this morning, and things cleared off and ready for some football. Rottinghouse is going to run it again. No, he's going to throw it. He pulled up just short of the line of scrimmage, and the pass is incomplete.
He just barely got rid of that pass before he crossed the line of scrimmage, though. Saw the Zebras kind of checking that thing out.
3rd down and 10.
And the play comes in from Coach Cope. So we'll see what Lucas Adams brought in to share with Mr. Rottinghouse.
Ball still sits at the 37-yard line. Haug in motion, And they're going to run with it, and Rottinghouse is going to be hit and dropped. Going to pick up 4 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
That's what I like the pro and the split twins, or the twin split position 4 wide. They do a lot of trap plays you saw right there, and encounters when you see them lined up like that.
They've went away from the running game, basically.
Yeah.
Lucas Adams, 5 carries, 22 yards. Dustin Rottinghouse, 2 carries for 6. So 7 runs in the ball game. They've passed it 11 times. Now make it 12. Pump fake. Rottinghouse to throw. Steps, leads it up the field, and incomplete. Sanders got his hand on it but couldn't bring it in. Pinkerton and Grund on the coverage. It's 4th down.
Well, it's going to be 1st down for the West with 6:32 to go in the first half, and they lead 21-14. So let's see if they can punch another in. They'd sure like to, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. Kyle Gefeller wants to punch his ticket as a legitimate 8-man star quarterback, as he has been able to outshine Dustin Rottinghouse so far today. 1st down and 10 for the West. Back to pass.
Blitz package coming.
It was, and now running with it's Gefeller, and a good job coming back to make the play.
Yeah, 55 don't make that tackle.
Justin Davidson on the tackle, a pickup of 6 on the play for Kyle Gefeller.
And I'll tell you what, if Dustin Davidson don't make that there tackle, Jeremy, from Hope Lions, Kyle could have been off for another touchdown.
2nd and 4. Back to pass, looking for the
Screen.
screen. They have Alanor.
Oh,
he makes a catch, lowers his shoulder, still on his feet. Porting brings him down, but Alanor goes from the 39-yard line all the way to the 31, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I tell you, they had them tricked on that play, because they held the screen, let them all come through, and they bit on it.
Boy, Alanor was wide open right there, and a brave man, Derek Porting, lowered his shoulder, as Alanor has at least 20 pounds on him. 1st and 10.
Well, they're handling the line of scrimmage so far, aren't they?
And this time Gefeller's going to keep it, trying to spin off, and he's going to be shut down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Pretty hard to go through a brick wall.
And it is 2nd down and 10.
But so far, some of the offensive keys to the West was handling things on the line of scrimmage. They got to win the line of scrimmage, taking care of the ball, which they've done that, and all being on the same page, and probably more important, being in the same book. And so far, they're hitting on all 8 cylinders.
2nd and 10. Back to throw Gefeller. Throws it up. Eilert's out there looking, and he almost had it, but I think we're going to have a pass interference.
I think you are too.
And I don't know if it's going to be against Eilert. He might have tried to clear out the defender. That could be on the offense.
You think?
Very well could be on the offense. It is not, though. So it's a 15-yard penalty. And another West 1st down.
Pass interference on the East.
Well, you saw him. Well, good call. Has never really Sam Morgan never really turned around to see the ball coming in. So a 15-yard penalty, 30 yards in penalties. It's another 1st down for the West.
Byron Palin was all over it. It was a zebra making that call. He was all over it and made the right call.
1st down and 10. There's a pitch. Baird looking to get to the edge, cuts it back, and he is going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
You got about 4 or 5 of them East All-Stars that spread out that play. Stretched him out to the sideline. He didn't go very far. I think they respect his speed. They know how elusive old Jordan Baird can be if you get him out in the open.
Baird's a fast one. Very definitely has the ability to elude somebody as well. 2nd and 10.
Got a blitz coming.
Pass it back. Here comes the pass back, looking for Eilert over the middle. It's incomplete. Boy, that was tough.
That was a quacker.
That was a tough one as Connor Eilert tried to complete the pass to Luke Eilert. Bring up 3rd and 10.
Trying to go from cousin to cousin on that one, wasn't he? Didn't work out. But Connor, he threw he had 139 carries for 932 yards this year and 20 touchdowns, Connor did, for the Beloit St. John's.
3rd and 10.
They're bouncing around on the defense, trying to fake a blitz.
There's a throw towards the middle and incomplete. It actually went to the outside. Hayden Walker was the intended receiver, and it missed the mark. Walker went for a post, and Gefeller threw a flag pattern or a corner pattern. 4th down and 10. See if they try and kick one. I don't know if they would or not.
Field goal? I don't know.
Nope, they're going for it.
4th down and 9.
Gefeller's going to throw it again. They're going to go for Eilert. It's out there, incomplete and knocked away. Good defense by Morgan. Eilert had the position. Morgan went up and tipped it away. Incomplete and a turnover on downs, and the East squad will get things back. And right there, you can see it right at the goal line. It knocked away just in time. You can see the West All-Stars really want to get Luke Eilert isolated on the outside. I can't say as I blame him. Now the East All-Stars back on the field trying to make something happen. Their offense has been sputtering the last few possessions. Roddinghouse, play action, throws over the middle, incomplete for Dieters. And Roddinghouse was under some pretty good pressure, and the pass is incomplete.
And of course, that's what the West team wants to do on defense, is to rush the passer, create some pressure, make correct adjustments to the formations, to be sound on the backside of the defense. They've done all that out of a 3-2 basic set. Who leads the defense? Ty Clark, and he has been today also.
2nd down and 10. Roddinghouse, he's going to run it right up the middle, has some room, and he's caught from behind.
Little quarterback counter, little fake around the other, and tuck it and go right behind him.
Nice play by Benjamin Spear from Dighton. It's a pickup of 8 on the play, 3rd down and 2.
Benjamin Spear, 6'3", 225 pounds, solid. Dying at Hornets though, from Dighton. 68 tackles, 1 fumble recovery this year.
3rd and 2. And that is going to be offsides.
That's a no.
Dalton Walker knows it, knows it's him, and he is busted. And that is an East All-Star 1st down. They will continue the drive with 3:33 to go.
Gives Eastside a 1st down.
I think Dalton's probably guilty of trying to guess what the snap count was, don't you suppose?
Yes, I think you're right.
And I think you guessed wrong.
There's a throw out in the flat, caught by Haug, cuts back across the defense, and is going to be brought down by Callahan Grund after a pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
This is just one of the All-Star games that Dalton Walker will be playing in later on. In a month or so, he'll be playing in a Shrine Bowl game as one of the 2 8-man representatives for the West team.
Here's Roddinghouse.
He's
to his
open.
left, he has a little room. Then he's going to throw it up the field.
Is he open?
Dieters is open. He's got it. And a touchdown for the East squad. That one goes for 45 yards and a score.
That's what that scrambling ability will do to you, because there's only so long can a D-back kind of hang in there and stay with your running or with your receivers. And so They almost got tackled, but he scrambled loose of it, and right before he crossed the line of scrimmage, zips the ball in the air. Strong arm, great throw by Dustin Rottinghouse. And a great catch by number 31, Blake Dieters.
2:46 to go in the second quarter. Score is now 21-20. And here comes the 2-point conversion. Our score is brought to you by Dryling Pump and Supply, Inc. Rottinghouse is going to run it right. Cuts it up, and he leans in for the 2-point conversion. And the East is back on top, 22-21.
Pretty good seesaw battle, isn't it?
So far, first half, 43 points, and there's Rottinghouse heaving it down the field, and Blake Dieters wide open. Sometimes those are the toughest ones to catch when nobody's there, but Dieters with no problem, and it is 22-21 in favor of the East All-Stars, and still plenty of time left, 2:46 to go in the first half.
The way these teams been scoring back and forth.
So Heinen will kick the ball away. It's a sunny day in Kansas. Nothing better than a little sunflower to get us going, huh?
That's about one of the largest sunflowers you see, but it's on this side is an umbrella, wasn't it?
And Heinen will kick it away again. Jordan Baird back deep. And here's the boot, and that thing is not going to be returned. Baird fields it in the end zone, and it is a touchback, and first down and 10 for the West All-Stars. It'll be first and 10 from the 15. Kyle Gefeller's had him a good day. He's 7 for 11, 161 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Back up underneath center with 2:46 to go. He's going to throw it. Pump fakes. Looks down the middle of the field. Oh, what a catch made by Hayden Walker at the 39-yard line. Wow. 26 yards and a first down.
That's kind of from one quarterback to another quarterback, from Weston to Wallace County.
Boy, he really went high to bring that one in.
He did. Look at that.
Amazing catch, decent coverage.
Yeah.
And a first down as the clock winds at 2.5 to go in the
Great
first half.
concentration, wasn't it, Jeremy? Great concentration.
First and 10. There's a handoff to Allenor. Boy, he carries a bunch of East All-Stars inside the 35 down to the 34, pick up a 5 on the play.
And right now they're handling things on the line of scrimmage right there, and then Allenor took it from there. Taking care of the ball, all being on the same page, the same book. That's the keys that Coach Mark Cole said they need to do, the offensive keys to win the football game.
Second down and 5. There's the give again to Allenor. Gets to the outside. He's going to pick up 4 more before he's corralled on the outside. Nice play by Austin Bailey from Waverly.
Austin, 5'10", 180-pounder, 49 tackles for the year, 3 interceptions. A good linebacker for the East All-Stars.
3rd and 1, 1:25 to go, first half. There's Allenor again. He has, we have a flag.
Might be a face mask.
Say that comes into play where you think of could be a face mask.
That's what I'm guessing.
And we'll see what it is.
Incidental?
I'm guessing so. It's an incidental face mask. A 1-yard pickup by Allenor, and then the face mask. No need for a measurement at all. Eighth first down of the ball game by the West All-Stars with 1:10 on the clock.
Plenty of time for them the way they've been scoring, both teams in there.
Both teams have moved the ball fairly efficiently. Baird with the carry. Looks to get to the outside, but the West guys are not or East guys aren't having anything to do with it. The flag comes in, and that is going to be a hold. It's coming back.
Just what you didn't want if he was Mark Coles from Weskin.
So mark that 10 yards off with 58 seconds left to go on the clock. First and 20. Gefeller is going to throw it. Looking, throws it deep over the middle. Walker's out there. He about came away with that one. Good coverage by Bruno on the outside, but Walker just about made an amazing catch.
Incredible effort,
inside the 10.
Incredible effort.
That was close. That was close. As Hayden Walker continues to make plays.
Well, he's a quarterback for his head coach, expecting to have good hands.
And we whistles have blown the play dead or blown the clock and discussing something.
Oh, maybe there's a clock. .50 on the clock.
We want 50 seconds on the clock. And a champion clock operator gets that 50 on there right away. I've seen some stadiums where it takes
3 minutes to take 7 seconds.
Takes a while to put the time back. 50 seconds on. Gefeller to throw under pressure. He's hit and he's dropped. Davidson made the initial contact, and then Tristan Paulson comes through to finish him off all the way back at the 37-yard line. Loss of 5 on the play.
Clock's running now.
22-21 the score. Our score brought to you by Dreiling Pump and Supply. Third down, Gefeller, it's going to be a screen, and woo!
Oh.
That could have been intercepted. Connor Eilert never turned around to look for the football.
And Kyle was kind of, he had to kind of hurry up and throw that ball before he was really ready. But anyway, 4th down and a long, forever.
4th and 24 with 18 seconds to go on the clock. And back in punt formation is Gefeller. Perkins will be back deep. And a timeout is going to be called by the West. So we'll take it with you with 18 seconds to go on Smoky Hills Public Television.
I think they're one player short anyway.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Baileyville State Bank of Seneca, proud supporters of the Baileyville B&B Falcon Athletics. Dreiling Pump and Supply, proudly serving central and western Kansas since 1998. Count on them for any and all of your oil field needs, whether it be service or supply. Dreiling Pump and Supply, located in Victoria. New name, same great service.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Coombs Incorporated, Southwind Bank, Natoma and Russell, Robin Insurance, Victoria, Gorham State Bank, Victoria and Gorham.
18 seconds to go first half, 4th down and 24. The East All-Stars going back to receive the punt. Perkins, Gefeller will punt it away, and I imagine he's been given advice to make sure this is not returnable. Here's the snap and the kick. It's off the side of the foot. Perkins has a chance, has it at the 6. Has some blocking as he comes to the near side. Perkins up across the 25 and is going to be brought down at the 28-yard line with 4 seconds left to go. 1st down and 10 for the East All-Stars. And I can imagine they might be throwing this ball up the field just a little bit.
You think they might? I bet you they air ball out to either Blake Dieters or Cameron Howard. Could go that Sanders, though. He's had a good first half.
1st and 10, 4 seconds, either a score, the half will be over, or a defensive penalty can extend the half for a play. Rottinghouse to throw it, rolls, steps up, heaves it down the field, and it is incomplete, knocked away, and that is the end of the first half. We have had quite a bit of action and a lot of scoring. After one half of play, the East All-Stars on top by a score of 22-21. We're back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Northwest Kansas Pizza Huts, located in Norton, Oberlin, Plainville, Waukegan, Hill City, Stockton, Atwood, St. Francis, Smith Center, Ellsworth, Hoisington, Lincoln, Osborne, Goodland, Colby, and Oakley support our area high school athletes.
Baileyville State Bank of Seneca, proud supporters of the Baileyville B&B Falcon Athletics.
Coombs Incorporated.
Dryling Pump and Supply, proudly serving central and western Kansas since 1998. Count on them for any and all of your oil field needs, whether it be service or supply. Dryling Pump and Supply, located in Victoria. New name, same great service. Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Southwind Bank, Natoma and Russell. Robin Insurance, Victoria. Gorham State Bank, Victoria and Gorham.
Welcome back to Trojan Field. We are at halftime. It is a 22-21 lead for the Kansas 8-man All-Star West or East squad, 22-21 over the West. And it has been quite a ball game. Looking at some of the numbers so far, first for the West, they have 8 first downs, 187 passing yards, 51 rushing yards for a total of 238 yards. They have not turned the ball over. They also have 5 penalties for 40 yards. On the east side, 8 first downs as well, 191 yards through the air, 36 yards on the ground, 227 total yards, 21 points. They have 3 penalties for 35 yards. Individually, Kyle Gefeller has thrown for 3 touchdowns for the West squad. And on the East squad, Dustin Rottinghouse has thrown for a couple, or thrown for 3 as well. So we knew the passing game was going to be pretty prevalent. So Jeremy McGuire joined now by Larry Jansen. Both teams putting the ball in the air, a lot of points being scored in the first half, a total of 43, Larry.
I understand. I think the West teams put prior to that, I think the West teams put the ball in the air more than what I thought they really would. I thought they was going to try to control it maybe at the ground games. But we knew the East team was going to put the ball in the air, so been surprised a little bit that way, I think. But they responded well. Kyle Gefeller's had some good targets, especially when you take that 6'4" Luke Eilert. He stretches out and looks like he's about 6'8", 6'9" when he goes up there and catches them balls and brings them in, don't he?
Luke Eilert has 2 touchdown catches, one from 63 yards out, one from 51, and then a 9-yard strike to Aiden Walker. For the East squad, Lucas Adams has a 14-yard catch. Blake Dieters has a couple of catches as well, 53 yards for a touchdown, 45 yards for a touchdown. So the big plays have been a part of this game as well. There haven't been a ton of sustained drives. It's been the big play that has been the backbreaker at the end of these drives.
Absolutely, and it's just barely catch them. And it's the quarterback or Rottinghouse. He's just barely getting rid of the ball. They almost have him fenced in. All of a sudden he escapes, and then that defense breaks down because of his elusiveness. And all of a sudden he finds a receiver wide open, and that's how they've scored probably almost all 3 of their touchdowns, or a majority of their get-along gainers at least.
And you look at what we talked with John Wellman as well as Justin Cope yesterday and this morning. They knew that their offensive line was going to be tested because of the strength of that defensive line from the West squad, and that has been the case. Part of why they probably aren't running the ball as much as we thought they would. And on the other side, Kyle Gefeller, like you said, has had a 6'4" target in Luke Eilert, so therefore they're throwing the ball more than we thought they might.
And he's also got the other one that Ty Clark's done a great job of, on both sides of the ball too at different times, but mainly on defense. He leads their defense. They've been rushing the passer pretty well, but all of a sudden it breaks down a little bit because, like you said, it's tough to keep sustained coverage on any of the receivers when you have Rottinghouse just running around ramshot back there because he's so elusive and such a strong arm. I still remember that first pass. Remember, he's clear off to his right, and he passed the ball clear across the green, clear across the field to a wide open receiver on the left side. But had a lot of zing, a lot of speed, and it went like a bullet across the field.
What's the key here in the second half for both the East and the West squads?
Try to stay in a little bit more defensive pressure and try to shut that down. But, the West, they were trying to rush the passer, and they do that, then the pressure breaks down, and that's when the elusiveness comes out. So they've got to be able to wrap him up before he gets loose, because if he gets loose, the defensive, the back end of the defense is breaking down a little bit,
Do you think the teams need to sustain their drives a little bit more, give the defense a little bit of a rest? Because there are a lot of guys that aren't going both ways. Do defenses need some rest in this game, or is that even a factor?
Plus that inch of rain that happened the night before and a little bit of humidity and the sun's coming out, and it's got to be warm out on the turf. So playing both ways should give them a little bit more energy, you'd think, but neither team went underneath the shade at halftime. There's all outside here, so they're still soaking up the sun. But they're athletes, they're in shape. But I think who's going to win the line of scrimmage probably will probably determine the winner.
So it will be Heinen to kick the ball off for the East All-Stars as we get things underway. The East in the gold jerseys, the West in the green jerseys. Heinen checks everybody out, appears to be ready to go, and old-fashioned, he'll just kick it straight on. Ball is in the air, and it is deep, and that is not going to be returnable as it's into the end zone for a touchback, and the West will start first down and 10 to throw 15-yard line. We'll see if there's any new wrinkles coming from Mark Cole's squad, and assisted by Keith Christine from Beloit St. John's Tipton, as well as Chuck Fessenden from Northern Valley. John Wellman, the head coach for the East, he's assisted by Justin Cope from Baileyville B&B, who's going to be the new head coach at Solomon this upcoming year, and Matt Schreiber from Blue Valley. First and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. Gefeller says, let's throw it again. A little bit of a blitz. He throws it up. That is a duck, and it is knocked away. Ty Clark went from offense to defense in a matter of about a second when he realized that ball was about to be intercepted.
And you had two of them out there. You had Ty Clark 6'3", and had Luke Eilert 6'4". Two receivers for the West team trying to snare in the old pigskin, but to no avail.
Second down and 10. Things get a little muggy. There's nothing better than a nice drink of ice cold water. And here's the run up to the side by Baird. He is collared and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They've kind of kept him bottled up pretty much today, but if he gets out there in the open, it's open territory, the skill level of that kid he's explosive. 138 carries for 935 yards, 13 touchdowns this year, and also caught the ball 16 times for over 331 yards and 5 touchdowns that way. Jordan Baird, 5'11", 175-pounder from the Northern Valley Husky country.
First down for the West. Ball just out across the 25. Gefeller throws it out, and that is going to be a pass interference.
Almost, yeah.
As Sam Morgan came up, and he's a little unhappy with himself. The 6'3", 185-pounder from White City.
He got a no-no on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, I think if he would have had his contact down low,
yeah,
I don't think it would have been quite as egregious as that high contact, and that's a 15-yard penalty. and a first down.
Well, that's one way you get to have the Zebras move the sticks.
Ball at the 40-yard line, midfield, just inside midfield. 20-yard gallop back to the line of scrimmage for the West All-Stars.
Uh-oh.
Back to Pascafeller, in some trouble. Gets to the outside, breaks a tackle, lowers his shoulder. Morgan brings him down along with Bailey, but not before Gefeller is able to pick up 12 yards and a first down.
Yeah, he did a great job. I mean, he had him maybe 2 yards short of that first down stick, but old Kyle lowered that shoulder and moved old Sam Morgan back a little bit. Made the tackle, stopped the run, but Gefeller's strength and momentum got the West team a first down.
The ball sits just outside the 28-yard line. There's room over the middle, and they're going to give it up the middle to Allenor. He is a tough one. He's brought down inside the 25, down at the 24-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
They've got him listed at 6'1", 205 pounds, but it just looks like he's a stronger running back than 205 pounds to me. But 186 carries all year for over 1,359 yards and 20 touchdowns for the Dighton Hornets. 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6, as Larry said. Gefeller's going to keep it. The tackle gets to the outside. He has a little speed, and Bruna slings him down outside the 15, down to the 16-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards and a first down.
Number 2, Kit Bruna, 5'10", 170-pounder from Hanover, gets number 2, Kyle Gefeller from the West All-Stars. Kit Bruna, 43 tackles, 2 interceptions, playing cornerback or safety for the Hanover Wildcats and the East All-Stars today. Great job by Kyle Gefeller to turn almost nothing into quite a first down gain.
First down and 10 from the 16. Gefeller is going to option it to the left side. Baird's hit, tries to break free, but is not going to get there. Hanging on at the bottom of the pile was Derek Porting from Axtell. Had a little bit of help, but a loss on the play of a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
You think that they're obviously the East is king on Baird, you know, so if they think they can shut him down, then it forces somebody else to make the plays for the West team.
10 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, 22-21, East on top, but the West with the ball. 2nd and 11 at the East 17-yard line. Our score brought to you by Dryling Pump and Supply. 2nd down and 11, back to pass. Looking across the middle, incomplete, and that is interception territory, but it falls harmlessly as it was just outside the hands of Austin Bailey. It will bring up 3rd and 11.
Great deflected pass, and of course then it sent the pigskin a different direction and nobody home. An incomplete pass, like you said, 3rd and 11. And so here comes the play in by Mark Cowles in the West. We'll see what happens.
3rd and 11 from the 17.
Kyle had to tell him what's going on, probably give the play.
And it's going to be a keeper, Gefeller. He's hit and dropped. Coming in from behind that time was Tristan Paulson of Stafford. A loss of a yard on the play, 4th down and 12. Now you ask yourself, do you try a field goal? This would be quite a field goal.
He's going to try, it looks like.
35 yards. They're going to try a 35-yard field goal. Hayden Walker will hold it. Gefeller is going to kick. The snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is way short.
Right on.
It is way short and no good, and that will end the drive. A 3-minute drive that is just short. And good attempt by Gefeller, just not enough gas on it, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 East with 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 15-yard line. We'll see if the East comes out firing on all pistons, and they will have
they got
twins to the top.
Right. Yeah.
Cameron Haug and the throw. Haug makes the catch. He leans forward.
First
He's
down.
going to have enough for a first down. Picks up 11 yards.
Reception. Brought down by 14, Pinkerton.
Pinkerton on the tackle. Lucas Adams was out in the pass pattern as well. Austin Sanders checks in. Kyle Comstock in as well. And Dustin Rottinghouse in a shotgun formation. This time it is going to be the give to Comstock, and he is hit hard. He's still going to pick up 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down and, yeah, we'll call it 4. Pick up a 4, second down and 6.
They just keep alternating Lucas Adams or Kyle Comstock bringing the plays in from the Brain Trust on the East squad. So we'll see what the heck Lucas Adams brought in here for Frankfort for this play right here. 2nd and 7.
Back to pass, Rottinghouse throws it, has a man, incomplete.
He was
that
open.
Pass was intended for Adams. Coverage by Callahan Grund. It will bring up 3rd down.
And he was open, but the pass is just a little out of his reach. Goes incomplete. 3rd down for the East squad. And here comes Kyle Comstock in with another play from the East Brain Trust.
Third down and 6. Back to throw. Rottinghouse has a man. It's caught. And a first down. Cameron Haug on the far side. They're going to mark it just short of the 40-yard line. So a pickup.
More than enough.
Oh, a pickup of 9 and a first down.
Well, that's 2 old Falcons from Baileyville B&B, which schools no longer will exist. But what a few years they've had together.
Man, you should say so. Back-to-back state champs. This one is given up the middle. A nice move. Look out on the run. Lucas Adams.
One of the best runs.
Inside the 30, brought down at the 28-yard line. He picks up 10 and a first down.
Great run by the Lucas Adams from Frankfort on that one. He had 88 carries. There it is.
First down for Adams.
88 carries, 704 yards all year long, and 8 touchdowns for Frankfort. 6 foot, 175 pounder, number 42, Lucas Adams.
He's trying to extend their lead. It's a 1-point lead right now. Sanders in motion, look out in the flat. He's going to make the catch, turns up. Pinkerton brings him down. But a pickup of, looks like about 6 on the play. It'll bring up second down and either 4 or 5. We'll call it second down and 5. Pick up a 5 on that pass play.
Yeah, good call. That's what I thought. 2nd and 5. Yep.
Here's Rottinghouse, decides to give it off to Adams again, lowers his shoulder. Not very big, but it took a couple of West All-Stars to bring him down. Stolmeyers along with
Ty Clark.
Clark from Fowler. Pickup of a couple on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Old Ty Clark from the Fowler Gold Bugs.
Well, this is quite a sustained drive for the East. They've moved from their own 15 to the West 20, taking almost 3 minutes off the clock. 3rd down and 3. Back to pass, Rottinghouse under some pressure. Cuts
They got
out of
him
that
this time.
pressure, and he is going to be swallowed up and brought down. And there's the flag.
Oh, I don't think they heard a whistle, did they?
I don't know. It was a late whistle. I think Connor Eilert's going to be busted. They're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct. So that is a dead ball. So it was going to be
They need to blow the whistle a little
down.
louder, maybe.
a 15-yard penalty.
Put some air in that whistle, Zebra. Put some air in it.
On the West squad. Mark Cole's not very happy about it.
I don't blame
He
him.
is saying his piece right now. And a first down for the East squad. Rottinghouse under pressure, throws it over the middle, has Sanders inside the 5, and he is cut out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Pickup of 7 on the play. It's second down.
Jackson stole Myers, and of course Ty Clark again on the stop, but here it is. It's second down and what, 2 yards or something for a touchdown.
Rottinghouse along with Adams in the backfield. They're going to throw it again and pass out to Adams, and he is lucky he caught that one. It is another touchdown catch for Lucas Adams from Frankfort, and the East All-Stars lead 28-21. Your score brought to you by Dryling Pump and Supply. Fourth touchdown pass of the ball game for Dustin Rottinghouse, and they will go for 2. Going to option it to the left. Adams has it, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. And it is 30-21, a 2-score lead right now for the West All-Stars, or for the East All-Stars, Larry Jansen. The West is going to have to score on this drive with 5:54, and there she is into the end zone for the score.
He's just tough to bring down, Lucas Adams, isn't he? He's tough to bring down.
Brought that in, just a little dump pass for a couple yards in the touchdown. And now it's time for the West to come back and answer. They trail by 9, 30-21. Time not a factor, plenty of time left in the ball game, but you really can't afford to leave any more empty possessions on the field.
No. And that was a great sustained drive by the East team after that muffed or the field goal attempt that came short. And it's just a great drive by the East to go down there and add a little cushion to it, because it makes a two-score game out of it.
So 30-21 is the score, a 9-point lead. Adams with the touchdown catch, and then added the touchdown or the 2-point conversion run.
And and this year Peyton Heinen, I'll tell you what, 235 pounds, 6'6", with a swinging leg like he's got. I'll bet you it's going out of the end zone again. Another touchback coming up.
And Heinen gets into it. And then this one is going to be returnable for Baird. He comes to the near side. Look out. He's got some speed. Fumbles it out of bounds. Was stripped out of there by Ryan Perkins. But it will be West ball at their own 31-yard line with 5:46 to go in the third quarter.
Well, that's one of the biggest runs that Jordan Baird's had all day long.
He's had a tough time getting out in the open, and you have to credit the East defense for making sure he stays put.
I think the linebacker's been keying on him all day long. If they shut him down, then that leaves less options for the rest of the team.
Eilert's on his own to the outside. They're looking that way. Eilert's out there. It's tipped and incomplete. Morgan had the coverage underneath, and I think Eilert might have had a chance to come down with that if Bruna hadn't come in from over top and made that play.
That's not that the East haven't seen that play today, huh? The East seen that play several times today.
Yeah, it's not
most of the times they're successful too.
One. But the thing is, if Gefeller throws that one out there on a line and doesn't loop it quite as much, Eilert might be still running because he had a step on Morgan.
I think you're right. Just a little bit too much air underneath that ball.
2nd and 10. Here's a little dump pass. That one's looking for Allenor. It's incomplete. It will bring up 3rd and 10.
Okay. And Keith Crescent, he's sending another play in. And here it comes. He gives him a pat in the rear and get out there, buddy. Number 40 brings in the play. Tyler Compton brings it in.
So third down and 10. West needs a play here.
Absolutely.
Back to throw Gefeller. It's a 2-man rush. Throws it up the field. Has a man out there. It's caught. It is caught by Hayden Walker. all the way down to the 25-yard line.
And that's what the doctor ordered.
Of 24 yards and a first down.
Move the sticks, Zebras. Let's go. Kyle Gefeller to Hayden Walker. That's a great catch, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had to have some skill on that one. And the drive continues for the West. And they continue to try and spread the defense out. That ball's
cut.
And it's
that's
caught
what
by
happened very
Gefeller,
often, does it?
And Morgan's there to bring him down, so
Put that one in the
completes
book.
a pass to himself.
Yeah.
For
Gefeller,
a yard.
Big feller.
It's not very
Gefeller to
often
Gefeller.
you get to write that down. But that's what it was. It was a forward pass, tip backwards. And we're going to call it, pick up a 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
Gefeller to Gefeller for a 1-yard gain. How about that?
Seth Smith hovers over the ball. His team down by 9. Gefeller to throw again. Has time. Throws it down the middle. Couldn't come up with it. Hayden Walker had his hands on it.
He was open.
And the pass is incomplete. It will bring up 3rd and 9.
Yes, sir. He was open that time. And he had a lot of pace on that ball. Kyle did. Had a good bullet.
3rd down and 9. Baird's in the backfield. Walker split near side. Eilert to the far side. Back to throw Gefeller. It's a little screen out in the flat. Baird makes one man miss. Looking for a block, has it, and he's going to be short of the first down by a yard or two. It's going to bring up 4th down, but the way that play started, I didn't know if it was going to get anything. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2.
Jordan
so pick up a 7 on the play.
And Jordan made something out of nothing that play, pretty much on his own, zigging and zagging through the maze there. So 4th down and 2 yards to go to keep the drive alive and keep a little hope going here.
We'll see if the West squad goes on 2 here, just to vary that snap count.
Probably a wise idea, Jeremy, if they would.
Baird split to the near side. And we're going to have a timeout. Have a timeout called with 3:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll take it with you. 30-21 East. We're back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Coombs Incorporated.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Northwest Kansas Pizza Huts, located in Norton, Oberlin, Plainville, Waukeeny, Hill City, Stockton, Atwood, St. Francis, Smith Center, Ellsworth, Hoisington, Lincoln, Osborne, Goodland, Colby, and Oakley, support our area high school athletes.
Dreiling Pump and Supply, proudly serving central and western Kansas since 1998. Count on them for any and all of your oil field needs, whether it be service or supply. Dreiling Pump and Supply, located in Victoria. New name, same great service. Baileyville State Bank of Seneca, proud supporters of the Baileyville B&B Falcon Athletics.
3:56 to go. 3rd quarter, 4th down and 2 for the West. They are driving. They have the ball at the East 17-yard line. You're going to have to find a way to come up with a couple of yards first time out of the half. And trailing 30-21.
Yeah, 4th down and 2. And they took timeouts. They've had plenty of time to think about what they're going to do. Now it's up to the boys to execute what the Brain Trust came up with.
4th and 2, here we go. And there it is. And Austin Bailey is guilty. Austin Bailey is guilty. A 5-yard penalty against the East. More importantly, that gives the West the first down. They had to know that was coming.
Well, I thought they were going to do it the play before, and it didn't happen.
14th first down for the West. There's a little give out in the flat.
Guess who?
Makes the catch.
Yeah,
and
Luke.
he's going to pick up 5 on the play.
Number 3, Morgan.
He'll bring up 2nd down and 5. .350 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 8-yard line. Back to pass Gefeller. He's going to bring it down. He's going to be wrapped up. He's going to be brought down, and he is going to lose 3 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
On the carry, brought down by number 45, Austin Bailey.
Austin Bailey making up for his offsides just a moment ago.
This big old Brian Hebert came out of the 6', 395-pounder from Gossel. 67 tackles and 3 fumbles this year.
3rd down. There's the pass out in the flat. Baird makes a catch, gets to the edge, still on his feet. He is a tough hombre to bring down. He's going to be brought down, though, on the outside. Austin Davidson out there, Dustin Davidson.
Baird on the carry.
And that is going to be a pickup of 7 on the play, 4th and 1.
Yeah.
See if they go on 2 again.
And they'll be on their goal line defense here. Probably have a 4-man line, which it looks like they're showing a 4-man line. They call it the 4-3-1, the big boy defense, or we call it the Richard Petty defense, 4-3-1.
Here we go. They do go on 2. They don't jump. Alanor the carry. He's got the first down. He's got more, and he is brought down at the 1.
Or inside the 1, isn't
A
it?
pickup of 3 on the play, and it will bring up 1st and goal. This, when all else fails, give it to the big fella. 8 carries, 24 yards. Alanor wants to stay in. He wants to have a chance to punch it in the end zone. And he is staying in the ball game. Gefeller in the huddle. Tyler Compton, the fullback from Wescott. 1st and goal from the 1. Seth Smith will snap it. Ian Vincent on that line. Trenton Klaus. There's Alanor into the end zone for the touchdown. And the West is back on the board, 30-27 with 2:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. So they do reward Alanor on the offensive end as he gets the score.
There'll be a 2-point attempt coming up on this one for sure.
One-yard run with 2:02 to go in the 3rd. And we are still waiting.
Play action pass.
And now they're ready. Baird back in the backfield. Big boys in the lineup. Play action pass, looking for Eilert. He's out there.
He got it.
He's got it. The 2-point conversion is good with 2:02 to go in. The 3rd quarter, and I was down looking at stats. What
That's
happened?
all right. 45, they went up there doing like the old chest
Nathan
bump like
Kuhn.
this, and old Luke Eilert at 45, he kind of hit the turf. It kind of it was kind of funny.
Well, now the West is back in it, Larry. They converted on a couple of 4th downs on that drive, one on a drawing the East team off sides and the other on a hard run by Alanor, and all of a sudden it's a 30-29 ball game, back to a 1-point affair.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the West team needed. But I'm still laughing about Ty Clark and is celebrating with Nathan Kuhn from Victoria, the 5'7", 190-pounder nose guard of 45, and they went up there kind of doing an old chest bump celebration, and Nathan Kuhn got a piece of the turf. Funny.
2:02 to go, 3rd. And kicking off is going to be Gefeller. Perkins would like a chance to return it. And the ball is in the air, and there will be no chance to return this one, as it is in the end zone, and a turn back or touchback, and it will be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the East All-Stars.
Heck of a ball game, 30-29. Can't ask for much more than that. Close ball game.
Well, the points are definitely being scored this afternoon.
And still 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Well, they already have 59 points on the board. Rottinghouse in the shotgun. He's going to throw it. Looking, steps up. Dieters makes a catch. Cuts back to the middle, and he's going to pick up 8 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 2.
31 on the reception. Dieters brought down by number 4, Connor Eilert.
Great passing route by Blake Dieters. Great catch, great throw. And 8-yard gain, so 2nd down and 2 yards for the East. On their own 23-yard line.
1.5 to go in the third quarter. Rottinghouse with Dieters in motion. They're going to pitch it to Comstock. He's looking for the edge. Running hard. He's not going to get there.
They stretched that one out.
He is down and out, and over there making the tackle is Connor Eilert from St. John's Tipton.
Yep. He had 165 tackles this year and a fumble recovery. 6 foot, 180 pounder Connor Eilert from St. John's Beloit, Tipton Blue Jays.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 2. This is a big 3rd down with 53 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, we got twins to the left and a split receiver to the right.
Rottinghouse to throw under some pressure, throws it out, and it's incomplete for Adams, and he was wide open. There wasn't a guy within 10 yards, but Rottinghouse under some pressure had to get rid of the football, and it was incomplete.
Sent that split receiver on the right-hand side deep to open up a little coverage underneath out there in the flat. And if he caught that ball, Jeremy, you're right, he's going to be gone for a big, long gain, wasn't he?
4th down and 2. And we'll see what they're doing. It looks like they're going to punt the football. Well, they're supposedly going to punt the football. Perkins is back deep to take the snap. And he gets the snap, and it is a fake. Perkins coming near side, has one man to beat, and he is going to be out of bounds, short.
Out of bounds. He's got him out of bounds. He's got him out of bounds. Look at the spot.
A late flag. But if that is a dead ball, was that considered a dead ball foul?
Good question.
Because if it's a dead ball foul, then the West still keeps the possession, don't they?
I think it all goes to spot. I think he's short for the 1st down attempt, and then you have, so he'd already blew the whistle, said he's out, gone.
Dead ball. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Here.
So a dead ball, but the West still gets the ball back, don't they? Because it's after the play, so that means the possession would have changed by then, I believe. It is a change of possession, and the West will get the ball back, but it'll still be a 15-yard penalty assessed against the West. 7 penalties, 70 yards for them with 34 seconds to go in the third quarter.
They're going to lose at least 15 yards. What's going to happen? But the West gets the ball.
First down and 10. The West a chance to take the lead with 34 seconds to go. Back to throw is Gefeller. Has some time. He's going to throw it up the field. Has a man out there, and it's incomplete. Hayden Walker had that one. The coverage by Bruna. Incomplete will bring up 2nd and 10.
He'll be disgusted with himself on that one because he's caught tougher passes before today. But that one there, why, I think he was just trying to bring it from his hands into his belly and then probably got hit by the defensive guys and coughed it up. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 with 25 seconds to go in the third quarter.
1 point deficit as the West has the football. Moving left to right, Gefeller's the only one in the backfield. There's a pump fake. There's a throw out to Baird. He makes the catch. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to pick up about 5 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. And that's likely going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. And the clock winds down, and we are through 3 quarters of play. We have ourselves a ball game here in Beloit. After 3 quarters, the Division II East All-Stars lead 30-29. We're back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Southwind Bank, Matoma and Russell, Robin Insurance, Victoria, Gorham State Bank, Victoria and Gorham.
Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team.
Northwest Kansas Pizza Huts, located in Norton, Oberlin, Plainville, Waukeeny, Hill City, Stockton, Atwood, St. Francis, Smith Center, Ellsworth, Hoisington, Lincoln, Osborne, Goodland, Colby, and Oakley support our area high school athletes.
Baileyville State Bank of Seneca, proud supporters of the Baileyville B&B Falcon Athletics.
Back at Trojan Field in Beloit, we start the 4th quarter. It is a 30-29 lead for the Division II East All-Stars, but the West All-Stars are driving. They have the ball at the 35-yard line, facing 3rd down and 5. A 1-point lead for the East, 30-29. Our score brought to you by Dreiling Pump and Supply. 3rd and 5, big play. Gefeller from Wallace County up under center. He's going to throw it. He's under some pressure. Intercepted! Going all the way, Dustin Davidson. Touchdown! Touchdown for the East All-Stars. And that's how quickly the momentum can change.
With the pick 6 by 55, Dustin Davidson.
He goes 45 yards for the score.
First play of the 4th quarter is not what the West wanted.
Now the crucial conversion right now, it is a 7-point ball game.
Yeah, this could be big for the East if they score the 2-point extra point. Put it back to 2 scores again. Deficit for the West.
Rottinghouse trying to convert the 2 here. Sanders is in motion. The snap. Rottinghouse looks. He's going to run it.
He's in.
He is going to be in for the 2-point conversion. Dustin Rottinghouse runs it in from 3 yards out on the 2-point conversion. And with 11:51 to go, it is the East All-Stars on top by a score of 38-29. And there is Davidson all the way in to the end zone. A heck of a play, getting his hands up, and then probably an even better play to come back and catch that football, and the presence of mind to just zip down the sideline for the score.
Kind of a great little tip drill to himself.
A big momentum swing right there, Larry.
Absolutely, you're right. Kind of took the air out of the balloon.
Well, here we go. We'll see if Baird will get an opportunity to return.
I doubt it. I bet he kicks it right out in the old end zone again for a touchback.
There's the kick.
Oh,
and that one
is it?
Way out. And it will bring up 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Over the goalpost for a touchback.
And now the West has some work to do. I think it's about time for him to go back to Luke Eilert, isolate him, and see if he can make a play for him.
Yeah, either him or I'll tell you what, put in Ty Clark at the same time. He's been playing defense, but use both those guys' height and athletic ability. And don't forget that Hayden Walker, you know, from Westcon. He's had a good day today catching the ball. So he's got 3 proven receivers if he chooses to make him this target. Here's old Luke out here.
And they're going to isolate him. Looking, they're throwing the other way, and the catch is made by Walker. He's going to pick up 13 up to the 28-yard line.
Walker complete. Good for Westside, 1st down.
29 is the score. First and 10, 249 yards on 15 completions for Kyle Gefeller. He's going to throw again. This time he's looking for Eilert. He makes a catch.
Got it.
Breaks
Oh, yeah.
the tackle. Still on his feet. Cuts it back across the grain. He's inside the 30. Brought down at the 29-yard line.
There we go.
22 yards and a first down.
But look at all the yards he made running the ball after the catch, breaking those tackles. Look at
There
that.
it is. I mean, he did a heck of a job breaking
Okay,
the
breaking
tackles.
that tackle, breaks
They
another
cut it
tackle.
back to the middle of the field.
Makes 5 yards right there after the catch. Another 5 almost here. Okay.
15
Almost
West
15
first
right there. He made 16 yards after the catch. Great job, Luke Eilert.
Back to throw. They're going to throw it outside. Catch is made. There is Clark from Fowler. He cuts it in at the 10. 5!
Oh, did he-
Touchdown!
They saw it going. Yep.
Oh, what a play! My goodness, Ty Clark from Fowler answers the bell from 29 yards out. It is back to a 3-point ball game at 38-35.
That's what we're talking about. The doctor prescription just got filled. Yes, it did. If you're, here we go. And we're gonna see what.
29-yard pass with 10:47 to go in the ball game. They're going to go for 2. Gefeller throws it up. Eilert's out there. He makes the catch, and he did not make it. He did not have the possession when it brought it across, and you cannot fumble the ball forward to gain an advantage. And so even if he hadn't have been down, you look at Clark getting into the end zone.
He hit it. See, he still had possession when the ball hit the goal line, crossed it.
Okay.
He did.
That was close. But we don't have instant replay. It looked like that ball might have been moving before he hit the ground with it.
I don't think so.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one. It was a heck of a play the way you look at it.
Still
and
counts.
The touchdown scores. They're not going to
check the scoreboard.
They're not going to stop because of us.
No, check the scoreboard. It
Well, I
counts.
know.
I know.
10:47 to go. And it's a 3-point ball game. We've had 73 points put up so far in this game. And it will be Gefeller kicking off again.
Let's see how much momentum he's got in his leg right now. Okay, Kyle. You need to send this thing back because we're a touchback. He did.
And there's a deep kick, and it is going to be a
no,
touchback, barely. Perkins had his back foot in the end zone, and that ball was just right there at the line. And nobody had a better look at it than the official. It's 1st and 10 from the 15 for the East. Well, we're going to see if this anything you can do, I can do better thing keeps going today.
That's about no lie.
They just keep going after it.
Whatever you can do, I can do better still.
And again, I could break out in song with a musical number, but we'll stay away from that.
It's probably wise not to.
Yeah, we should get some of the guys in the truck to do that.
Well, yeah.
That'd be good. Let's get a microphone back there.
I'd like to see Michael Quaid and Les on a duet. Wouldn't that be something?
Back to pass. Rottinghouse has a man open. Dieters is out there just a little bit beyond him. Boy, he had gotten behind Stolmeyers as well as Clark. Incomplete. He'll bring up 2nd down.
I mean, Dustin's worked that Blake Dieters too hard all day long. I mean, he's a yard short of getting there. If he wouldn't have worked him so hard all day up to this point, heck, he'd put a caught underneath that ball. That's what I think.
You also said the ball wasn't moving before he hits the ground, so I just don't know about you, Larry.
We're going to agree to disagree on that one. Luke, Dustinghouse had a nice pass, but he's just wearing that Blake out. That's what he's doing.
Rottinghouse to throw under pressure, throws, catches made by Dieters, breaks one tackle, but right there is Connor Eilert. And Ty Clark, who got busted for a unsportsmanlike conduct with a late hit, holds up early, and that's going to be a pickup of 6 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
And Compton brings in another play.
Luke Adams and Kyle Compton, they keep switching back and forth, bringing in plays.
Compton will be just to the left of Rottinghouse.
Sanders in motion.
Back to throw.
Boom.
Throws it out. Haug has it. Has the first down. He needed 4. He picks up 6. 1st and 10. The ball out across the 20.
Ball caught by 44, Haug.
Up to the 22-yard line.
4, Connor Allard.
So next play comes in by Lucas Adams. And Kyle Comstock comes out. Dustin Rottinghouse at the controls.
First down and 10. Back to pass, Rottinghouse. He's going to run with it. Under some pressure, he gets away. He's down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds. Pinkerton pushes him out. Not Pinkerton. A pickup of 13 and a first down for Rottinghouse.
And Brett Pinkerton kind of run him out of bounds at 5'10", 160-pound pounder from Logan, Trojan country. That's 77 tackles this year, 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery. Playing quarterback today for the West All-Stars. First down at 10, though, for the East squad. Right at midfield, 40-yard line.
And Rottinghouse gives it off. Adams has it, and he is going to be brought down. Clark on the tackle, a pickup of 5 yards on the play.
Ty Clark on another tackle. 109 tackles coming into this year without a gold bug, 5 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries. Not too bad for a 6'3", 195-pounder. Great basketball player, too. Seen him at state tournaments before.
9 minutes to play in the ball game. The East All-Stars trying to move this thing methodically down the field. It's 2nd down and 5 from the 35. Rottinghouse calls out a blitz. Here comes the blitz. Rottinghouse gets hit, throws, catches made by Dieters, makes a man miss, still on his feet, and Dieters is going to be brought down. Pinkerton makes the tackle at the 12. A pickup of 23 and a first down.
Great job breaking that tackle there by Blake Dieters. He's got a shot of adrenaline. That kid's coming back stronger. As the game gets longer, he's stronger. Imagine that.
First down and 10. Ball at the 12. Trying with an answer. There's a give. Adams to the outside, and he's going to pick up a couple on the play. Denham in on the tackle. Pinkerton had a little bit of help. 2nd and 8.
And Jackson Stoll-Myers from Natoma also helped on that tackle. 5'11", 160-pound pounder. 45 tackles, 3 interceptions for the year, and a fumble recovery. Playing cornerback today for the West All-Stars.
Down to 8 minutes, 38-35 is the score. Our score brought to you by Dryling Pump and Supply. Here comes the blitz. Rottinghouse gets away from it, throws it, goal line, touchdown! Cameron Haug scores this one from 10 yards out. And with 7:46 to go, it is 44-35 East.
This is one of those kind of like a replay of what you said earlier today. Whoever's got the ball last might be the one that ends up winning the game, the way it's going. 44-35 right now.
Here comes the extra point attempt. With 7:46 to go.
Oh.
They're going for 2. Rottinghouse is going to roll. Steps back, heaves it back across the field. It's tipped and down and incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is no good. And the pass fails, but it doesn't matter. Another 6 on the board. And the heck of a play by Haug to keep control of it and cross the goal line. 44-35. The East is doing well, but the West has shown the ability to fight back, Larry. And you know, with 79 points on the board, the West wants to add some more to it on this next drive.
Absolutely, they're going to have to. I mean, that Cameron Haug's catch was a little toe damp there on the sideline to get in there. Had 52 receptions this year for 997 yards, 14 touchdowns, Not too bad for 6'3", 210-pounder from B&B Falcons. Two-time back-to-back state championships.
And Heinen will kick off again for the East All-Stars. Baird would like to have a big answer. Try and get a run back here if Heinen maybe doesn't strike it as well as he has been. Well, forget that idea. That is well into the end zone. And it will be the West starting first and 10 to throw 15-yard line. 5 touchdown passes today for Dustin Rottinghouse. Look on the other side of things, 4 touchdown passes for Kyle Gefeller. So 9 touchdown passes in the ball game.
That could be a record. I don't know about the stats on 8-man, huh?
Back to pass Gefeller. Pump fake, looks again. Eilert's out
foot,
there.
though.
It is incomplete. Woo! Morgan was going for it. Rottinghouse was going for it.
Cope.
And Justin Cope wishes one of them would have just let the other one get it.
Yeah. Got his hands above his head. He scratched his head. He's got his ball cap off. Justin is beside himself. You'll be all right, Coach. Hang in there.
Gotta love it. 2nd down and 10. Not the fact that they dropped the ball, but you gotta like the emotions on the sideline from everybody involved.
Shucky darn, what in the world happened here?
Feller's gonna throw again. Throwing right side, has a man open.
Uh-oh.
And there's a fumble.
It's fair. Fair game.
Rottinghouse picks it up, and it's gonna be East.
We got a
ball,
referee
and the
down.
Ref got hammered over on the far side. So a fumble recovered by Rottinghouse.
The referee's still down?
Referee's still down. Referee's down.
Probably got his
pretty
played
good
his
over
leg
on
around.
the far side, and so we're going to take a break with 7:27 to go in the ball game. 44-35, the East All-Stars on top. They just recovered the first turnover of the ball game. We'll be back on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Dreiling Pump and Supply, proudly serving central and western Kansas since 1998. Count on them for any and all of your oil field needs, whether it be service or supply. Dreiling Pump and Supply, located in Victoria. New name, same great service. Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team.
Coombs Incorporated.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Northwest Kansas Pizza Huts, located in Norton, Oberlin, Plainville, Waukeeny, Hill City, Stockton, Atwood, St. Francis, Smith Center, Ellsworth, Hoisington, Lincoln, Osborne, Goodland, Colby, and Oakley support our area high school athletes.
Welcome back to Trojan Field in Beloit, the 8-man Division II All-Star game, and the official getting taken out pretty good right here. You see the ball get knocked out and fumbled.
Stays in play, the ball.
Stays in play, and then
so it's live.
Quick reaction to get the live ball.
And then watch this. Boom.
Right there, and that hurts.
Caught him on that left knee.
That
knocked
hurts
down.
Right there.
That's called a takedown in the wrong sport.
And, you know, unfortunately, stuff like that happens. The officials staying right in there, and he's got the hat back on.
Oh, Jay Eck, he's trying to stay in here. On the crew today, kind of Jay Eck and Sean Creer and David Johnson and Byron Palin and Mike Gingler. That's their officiating crew here in the Division II East-West All-Star game. Veteran crew, lots of experience. You just hate to see any injuries to anybody, a player or, in this case, some other refereeing crew. But he's walking up, he's kind of gingerly. They're going to set him down. and have the training crew, Mr. Macklin and them, and work the boy over.
And they'll go back to 4-man crew is what they'll do. Just like the old days, huh?
Yes, it will be.
And you never like to see anybody get hurt.
Well, you already had one replacement on this because Rodney Palin was supposed to officiate the game and had family issues and with a young 9-year-old son named Vincent. So,
first down and 10 for the East at the West 21-yard line. And there's a give up the middle, and not much going. Tyler Compton from Weskin gets his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to pick up a couple on the play, and on the tackle was Connor Eilert. Just over 7 minutes to go in the game. Second and 8. Now the East taking their time. There's a loose ball. And boy, that was an opportunity for the West, but they couldn't get back on it. And no gain on the play. Yeah, maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And of course, that's one of the few times all day long that Dustin Rottinghouse has got up underneath the center to take a snap. So miscommunication there somewhere.
Back to pass, Rottinghouse. Going, looking up the field, has Sanders out there. He's got it! Yep. Touchdown! What a look and what a catch! And the East All-Stars are starting to pull away. It is 50-35. The 6th touchdown pass from Dustin Rottinghouse.
It's a great throw. Right kind of pace on the ball and an incredible catch.
An 18-yard pass with 6:17 to go in the ball game. And they'll go for 2. Rottinghouse is going to keep it, rolling to his left. He's able to create a little gap, throws it, and the catch is made by Haug for the 2-point conversion. It is 52-35 as Haug did a tap dance to stay inside the sideline in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. It's 52-35.
Here we go.
You see a beautiful catch coming into your screen by Sanders. Well, now the West All-Stars have no time to sit and wait. They have got to score, and they've got to score quickly.
And there's no time allowed to make any more errors. It's got to be score quick, score fast, and onside kick, and go again, because the clock is not going to be your friend. It's a record.
And 6 touchdown passes from Dustin Rottinghouse has put himself in the record book.
A new All-Star game record.
So 6 touchdown passes from Dustin Rottinghouse is a new 8-man All-Star game record, and congratulations to him. But he still might need to do some work, because the way this game has been going, you just never know. This short kick, it's going to be taken by Baird at the 3. Goes to the far side, has some running room up the sideline, and he stepped out of bounds at the 25-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the West at their own 25-yard line. Back to Pascal Feller. Throws it up, has Eilert out there. He misses it. Boy, he just took a stride off. He had beat the double coverage. It's incomplete. Second down and 10. Back to throw. They're going to throw it out again. This time it is caught. What a heck of a play by Hayden Walker. That young man has been doing acrobatics all day long, and he comes away with another one at the 29-yard line.
He just wanted it more, didn't he? He kind of stole it for the defensive back. There we go.
A heck of a catch made right here. 27 yards on the completion. Gefeller has thrown for 327 yards unofficially. He's back to pass again. He has all kinds of time to run. Throws it over the middle. It's intercepted.
By Haug, isn't it? No?
It is intercepted. Coming up the sideline is Terrence Egger from White City, and that might seal the deal. Second turnover of the ball game.
Terrence Egger, 5'11", 190-pounder from White City, intercepts that ball. Got 128 tackles, 3 fumble recoveries, but nothing bigger than that one.
First down and 10 as Egger was able to come away with the ball. The ball spotted at the 18-yard line. And now the East, dare you say, could take some air out of the football. And some new faces coming into the lineup now. Heinen will come split to the near side, and it will be Sam Morgan in at quarterback. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and not a lot of running room. We'll see who that was that ran the ball. It was Bruna that ran it. Kemp Bruna on the carry, and he is going to lose a yard on the play.
66, Leighton Miller.
Yeah, Sam
Second
Morgan.
down and 11.
Sam Morgan for the year had 79 out of 182 passes for 1,133 yards and 17 touchdowns as a quarterback for White City.
Under 5 to go. Morgan throws it. Comstock makes the catch after losing his footing. He's going to pick up 8 yards on the play. It'll bring up third down and 2.
And Sam Morgan from White City also had 72 carries running the ball for 205 yards and 7 touchdowns this year for White City. So a great job by him, and he just connected with Kyle Comstock on that. Nice pass for a third down and 2 yards.
Third down.
They got him.
Morgan back to pass is incomplete. And it will bring up fourth down. And now you have to punt the ball away with 4:21 to go. And Stoll-Myers will be back deep for the West. Now you will see if the West tries to go hard after this football.
And Jeremy, he was rushed real time by that Dalton Walker that time. What hurt made that pass be incomplete.
There's the snap. Boom. Kick is up. It is a good one. Stoll-Myers is able to get it, fumbles it, gets hammered, but he will retain the possession at the 23-yard line. First and 10 with 4:14 to go.
And a 17-point deficit. So the West's got to strike quick and strike fast.
And they're out replacing a divot on the new turf.
Still plenty of t-shirts for sale, but I might ask, if you would please pick your trash up and throw it away on your way out. Thank you very much.
First down and 10 from the 23 for the West. Gefeller will be back out there. Walker split to the near side. Eilert split to the far side. It'll be Dieters covering near side. Morgan far side. Back to pass. Gefeller's going to throw it up. Guess who's out there? Eilert's there. He's got it inside the 20. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet and leans forward to the 12.
to Eilert.
Great
Are they going
job.
to mark him? Are they going to mark him at the 12? They will. What a play by Eilert.
Yeah, great job by Luke Eilert. 31 receptions, 541 yards, and 12 touchdowns this year for the St. John's Beloit Tipton Blue Jays. And a great job today.
1st and 10 from the 12.
Gefeller
Gefeller in some trouble. Backwards pass is taken by Clark, and that's going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
They didn't have anybody open, and so they tried to have a dump-off pass out in the flat. They had it well diagnosed, and Ty Clark loses 3.
Second and 13, 3:30 to go in the game.
Twins to the right.
87 points on the board so far. There's a dump pass. Clark makes another catch, and he'll pick up a couple on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 11.
They got to have about a 10 or 12 yard pass pattern coming up here, or something that, because you know the defense is going to be, linebackers will be sagging back, playing pass defense.
3rd and 11.
3 guys rushing.
Here's a screen pass. Baird has
gotta get
all
Baird open
kinds
here.
of room. Smith leading the way.
He's in there
Baird's in for the touchdown. From 14 yards out with 2:49 to go. Another touchdown pass. That is number 5 by Kyle Gefeller. That one was from 14 yards out, and by 9 numbers, he has 378 yards of offense throwing. That is not accurate. That probably isn't 100% accurate, but I have him around 378 yards of total offense for Gefeller throwing the ball. He's also ran for 28 yards, so he's up right around 400.
Of 5 touchdowns.
He's going to go for 2. Back to pass, looking for that middle screen. Holds on to it forever. It's incomplete. And it's 52-41 with 2:49 to go. A heck of a play as Baird.
Little spin move. Gets him in the end zone.
And it is a touchdown. So you never know what can happen in this crazy game of football. We now have 93 points on the board, Larry Jansen. I would look for an onside kick right here.
You know, and we're getting close. I don't know what will happen here. You're an official, what you said about what Kyle's thrown, and I don't know what Dustin, how many yards did Dustin have today? The record at either one of them.
298 I have him for.
Oh, well, the record is 426 yards by Austin Unruh and Gossel from 209 passing yards in one game. So he's close.
Well, it will depend on if they get the ball back, what they're able to do.
Yeah, in the next 2 minutes and 49 seconds of this football game. And they're trailing by 11 points, 52-41. But let's see if he kicks it out of the end zone for a touchback. Or is there going to be an onside kick?
Looks like the onside kick's coming. There it is. That's going to be a close one. And we have a flag on the play.
But it's just out of bounds.
Kick out of bounds, so.
Get some option.
Out of bounds.
So it's going to be East ball. Guess who's back on the field? Rottinghouse back at quarterback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line with 2:49 to go. First and 10, 33. Eli Carino will center the football back to Rottinghouse. Going to give it up the middle to Adams, and he is going to go absolutely nowhere. He's blasted at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Adams on the carry, run down by 58 Walker, and number 4, Connor Eilert.
You got to understand that Coach John Wellman from Chase is, that's a home of great pro. Paul Kaufman's hometown, Chase, Kansas. The same coach there. Played for the Kansas City Chiefs, played for Green Bay Packers, and had a son playing for Missouri a few years ago, and also a son quarterback.
Second down and 10. Morgan's going to pitch it back. Comstock on the carry, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, and is upended by Stoll Myers out across the 35 at the 36-yard line. So a pickup of 3 on the play, that time by Comstock.
But you notice how they kept that thing in play, so they keep that clock moving on, Jeremy.
I would imagine if they get the stop here, there will be a timeout called. Morgan goes over and gets the play call from his offensive coordinator, Justin Cope. 52-41 the score. Clock at 1:25. Morgan calls out the signals. He's going to throw it. He's looking, steps back, throws it, his arm's hit. Dieters comes back and can't make the play, and the clock stops. Boy, Dieters came back. Pinkerton on the coverage. It's 4th down in a punting situation for the East All-Stars with 1:14 to go.
Well, there it is, 52-41. East on top. But they have 4th down and a long 7.
Well, here we go with the punt. Perkins will kick it away. Snap is back. They come after it, nearly got to it, and returnable for Stoll Myers at the 12. Goes near side, still on his feet. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds. Boy, he was flying as he's out of bounds just shy of the 30 with 1:04 to go. And, well, here comes Erga Feller. He is going to be tossing it up to either, you look at Hayden Walker, Ty Clark, or the main man, Luke Eilert.
You got that right. It's been his 3 targets all day long, hasn't it?
Yep. And he's had good time to throw the football for the most part.
Yeah, the line's done a good job protecting him, giving him time to zing the ball down the field.
Eilert and Walker to the far side, Ty Clark to the near side. Back to throw. Time to throw. They're going to throw it up to Clark. He's out there. He comes back.
He got it.
Oh,
I thought he had it.
He had it for a second. Wow. Boy, what an effort by Clark, by Dieters, by Bruna out there on the coverage. My goodness. These young men getting after it. Kyle Gefeller is going to need he's going to need an ice pack after this game's over. And by my count, that's his 34th pass he's thrown in the ball game. Of course, I might have missed a few in there.
Imagine.
2nd down and 10. Well, time and score really the trouble right now. That one is underthrown and incomplete. It will bring up 3rd down with 53 seconds to go.
He had to throw off his back foot that way because the pressure was coming at him, so didn't have as much pace on the ball as he would have liked to have had.
3rd down and 10. Well, the defense knows they're going to throw the ball. You might consider running the defense off with the 3 guys deep and then bringing somebody underneath.
Yeah, it's a good call.
We'll see if that happens. Back to pass. Again, looking. He's going to step up. He's going to heave it. And Eilert's out there, and it's incomplete. And no harm, no foul. It will bring up 4th down. It will bring up 4th down and 10. 45 seconds on the clock.
Seconds. 3rd down. 10 yards to go. Trailed by 11 points.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field, so we'll take it with you with 45 seconds to go. 52-41 East. We're back after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Production of the 8-man Division II All-Star Football Game is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
from Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
Baileyville State Bank of Seneca, proud supporters of the Baileyville B&B Falcon Athletics.
Southwind Bank, Natoma and Russell. Robin Insurance, Victoria. Gorham State Bank, Victoria and Gorham.
Nemaha Central USD 115. The Board of Education and Community support the B&B Falcon football team. Dreiling Pump and Supply, proudly serving Central and Western Kansas since 1998. Count on them for any and all of your oil field needs, whether it be service or supply. Dreiling Pump and Supply, located in Victoria. New name, same great service.
45 seconds to go, 4th down and 10. The last gas coming up for the Division II West squad as they trail by 11. Jeremy McGuire, Larry Jantz, the entire Smoky Hills Public Television crew bringing you the 8-man Division II All-Star Game from Beloit and Trojan Stadium. It will be Eilert split near side. Baird in the slot. And lining up a right tight end is going to be, well, here we go. Lots of action on this one. Throwing it deep down the field to Heave. Eilert's out there. He leaps. Oh, he nearly came away with it. Oh, what an effort by Luke Eilert as he nearly came away with that thing. And that is going to seal the deal as the East All-Stars can go out and just put a knee to it. And this ball game will be over. Man, what a ball game. I mean, it was pretty intense all the way to the end. And so we'll see if they go with the knee. I would assume you would, because you don't want to be that guy that coughs something up and gives the other team a chance. The 8-man victory formation, and there it is as Morgan puts his knee down. And that is going to be the final play of the ball game as they are giving their pleasantries. At Larry Jantz, we had ourselves quite a game here. I think a lot of people came in thinking that the East All-Stars might be able to run away with this game. And that was definitely not the case. The West stuck with them, had a couple leads in the ball game. The East was able to kind of keep them at arm's length throughout most of the second half. And if the key play was that 75 or 45-yard interception return for a touchdown by Davidson. So that was the real turning point of the ball game, and that gave it that 2-score difference, which made it difficult to come back for the West squad at that point.
Absolutely, and this is the 14th year for Division II, 29th overall for 8-man football here in Beloit, and they don't get much better than what both games were today, do they? Huh?
Yeah, there's some fun actions, but these guys, they are playing, most of them playing their final football game, and they get an opportunity, and just a great opportunity for these kids to make memories for a lifetime. And even though the East squad ends up getting the win, the West squad has nothing to be ashamed about because they came up and put out a battle today.
Well, it was a close ball game. Well, they had 15-14 for a while. Then all of a sudden it was 22-21 there for a while. Then the East has never trailed after that point, were they? If I remember correctly.
They scored that first touchdown of the second half and then never looked back on
There's a good scene right there. Look at there.
You see the prayer there in the middle of the field as the teams get together.
There, that's what it's all about.
And just support for everybody. And these guys not only made friendships amongst their teammates on the West team and the East team on their own teams, but they were mixing together this whole week. And when you do that, you're bound to make friends all over the place. And that was most definitely the case this week, and you can see it today. And those final speeches by the coaches. Last time these two groups will be together in the same place at the same time. So an opportunity to see each other maybe for the last time for some of these kids, and just a fun experience here in Beloit this week.
And the message they got from the speaker at their banquet the night before was priceless by Grant Stevenson. Did a great job there. And of course, the new got the Jerry Slayton Award, and then ring boot camp and all that. And yeah, it's sad that some of these kids maybe got hurt during the week or came in here that they couldn't get to play. But there's more to life than to one of those that might get injured. And as the message last night indicated, so everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner on that field.
Yeah, they are. You see the East squad just getting their final goodbyes from the East coaches. The West squad doing the same thing right now. Of course, some of them don't have very far to travel. Keith Grazine, Connor Eilert, Luke Eilert, they stay in town.
Yeah.
So they don't have too far to go, and these guys will go their different ways, and that's how she'll be. And the high school football season in the state of Kansas is officially over not officially. We got Shrine Bowl coming, but for us it's officially over, and a great way to finish. The 8-man Division II All-Star game goes in favor of the East squad. They win at 52-41. Special thanks to everybody who made the broadcast possible. For color analyst Larry Jantz, the entire Smoky Hill Public Television crew, this is Jeremy McGuire saying so long from Beloit.